Guys, thank you everybody for being here. This is going to be a presentation covering streaming. It's called The Circle. I will be getting into why it's called The Circle towards the end. So, stick around and, we'll figure out why. This is the great stream discussion. I got my boys, Modern Day Nerd and Yamilton J in the building, man. Yo, on a
What's
Sunday,
going on?
what is good? I appreciate you guys joining. I appreciate everybody out here. So for everybody who doesn't know my boys, we're gonna get into that as well. I'm gonna tell everybody about myself as well. So, starting out, introductions, baby, introductions. The story of you, what made you get into streaming, where did you start, and kind of share the journey and like how you got to where you are today. So, I know it's a big one, right? So me starting out, I started out on YouTube. I've always enjoyed like making people laugh. I always wanted to be a comedian. I told my dad this and like he looked at me and was like making me laugh and like I couldn't do it. Like it was like on the spot. I didn't let that crush my dreams. So I continued on YouTube doing uploads, things like that. Around the time of PS4's release, that's kind of when I wanted to get into streaming because they had like the built-in streaming system. I thought it was cool and this is around the time of MKX as well, which was like my favorite game of all time. Stayed up all night playing it, and I wanted to show my friends like, "Yo, I'm on a 13 win streak," things like that. So, like streaming kind of like helped with that. I thought it would just be cool, and I have like videos to show like my friends, my gameplay, things of that nature. So that's kind of like yeah, like where I started. YouTube, mixed content, did upload skits, got into gaming, which got me into streaming. And then from YouTube, in which my YouTube is gamegod.ent, I decided to stop streaming over there. It was just like a lot of like ups and downs, and slowly transitioned into Twitch, and then from Twitch, kind of getting into it as well. I rebranded. I changed my name to Shinobi XS, which it is today. And a lot of that was just to kind of like branch out, be a little bit more unique and add a little just some different originality and kind of like avoid the trolls. It's like you ain't no game god. You're always gonna get crap like that, right? So and then there's a million game gods, I'm sure. So but I'm still to this day game god ent entertainment. I like to entertain, so I've kept it and I've made it work. So that is the story of me. I came prepared. Now I got some coffee, guys. So that is the story of me. And now on the cameras, I got Modern Day Nerd starting from the left to the right. So go ahead and
Yeah,
share
yeah.
what you. Let's see if we can bring this up full screen. All right, let's get it. Modern Day Nerd, tell me about yourself. The story of you.
All right, the story of me, pretty much, I'm modern day nerd, the one and only modern day nerd. I'm pretty sure there's other people, named modern day nerd out there on Twitch, but hey, ain't like me. But just a little bit about me. Like I said, I've been gaming since 1992. First game I ever had was Sonic the Hedgehog with the Sega Genesis, then upgraded to the NES and the Super Nintendo, and so forth and so on. I always loved gaming. Always love music. So if you ever see, me in the Discord or the case may be, you ever see game means gaming music every day, and that's what my stream is about. I'm always playing music. I'm always gaming, and I keeping it moving. Keeping it funky as always and everything. As far as what made me get into streaming, pretty much my family. They pushed me. Seeing a lot of YouTubers, Dashi, Corey Kenshin, Black Okage. People like them. It's just like, damn, they're like, yo, I can do that too. If I have the skills to do it or whatever, why not? I feel like the thing that really put the battery in my back was more so going to E3 2018, just seeing everybody there, meeting a couple of famous YouTubers, and seeing the competition going on with Monster Hunter World and everything. It was like, man, like that really forced me to really do the damn thing. And I started streaming ever since like last year, March. Um, and pretty much I answered the question as far as where did I start. I started, like I said, playing with PlayStation, playing with Detroit 2 Human. Um, I wasn't always where I'm at now. If you want to click on my profile picture and check it out, whatever. My history is there from beginning my streams from last year all the way leading up to present day, and it took a lot. And it's all about just being consistent. And again, I'm answering the next question as far as sharing my journey. Again, like I said, it's all about being consistent. Even though I work 3 jobs, including Twitch,
Mm-hmm.
I usually have a set schedule in place. I stream from like 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. like Monday through Friday or Tuesday through Friday or Monday through Thursday or whatever. And here I am today. That's just me, baby.
Nice, nice. That's crazy. 3 jobs. Still making it work. It's awesome. All right, my boy Jay. What you got?
All right, so my name is Hamilton J, and the way that I came up with that's not very creative. That's just my actual name. So very
Nice.
exciting stuff. Um, what made me want to get into streaming and stuff like that? It's an interesting story. Like, I've always been somebody that's binge watched a lot of shit on YouTube, and then later in my YouTube watching career, I guess I don't know if that's even a thing, but I really started getting into watching some live streamers, and I was really into Pokemon Go at the time. So I traveled to Chicago, Montreal, and met a bunch of like big Pokemon Go YouTubers back in the day. And that kind of like inspired me to get the ball rolling and just say, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it because I didn't really have much going on like in my life, So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start streaming. And when I first started the channel, it was supposed to be like me and my buddies just kind of playing some games and talking shit, and because every single time me and my buddies get together, we play like Mario Strikers or like any of like those crazy games like Smash Bros. And funny shit would happen all the fucking time. So when I first started streaming, that was kind of my idea, was to just have all my buddies come on the stream, and we'll play like some local games together. And unfortunately, that's not how the channel happened. I mean, it started off hot. Like me and my buddy Clegg, we would play like Mario Party, Mario Strikers, and shit like that all the time, and it was good. But clearly, like things changed up for the. I don't know. I mean, things change. Like, of course, Clegg is always going to be welcome back. But like with COVID and stuff like that, it's been tough. Like I haven't really seen any of my buddies and stuff like that. So once COVID hit, that's when I started going fucking hard with the streams, 4 days a week, and it's crazy how much things can change just like so quick. And honestly, it's so much fun streaming, especially when you have a awesome community hanging out and stuff like that. So that's basically the story of how my channel started, and my name, I guess. It's pretty crazy stuff. What can I say?
For sure.
What am I missing any points there? I'm trying to pull up the PowerPoint, but I don't have PowerPoint.
No, I think you're good. You mostly, no, you mostly covered everything. I did skip like as far as like my name creation, like the whole gamegod.ent thing. It honestly came like yeah from like the entertainment. Actually, the first YouTube video that not the very first, but like one of the first ones I made with a group of people. This guy. He like the first scene that I shot, he gets out the car, slams my car door, by the way. Gets out the car, slams that bitch, and is like, yo, it's the boy Texas Pete, brought to you by Game God ENT. And like the way he said it just stuck with me. I was like, what? I was like, I like that. And like and then like hell yeah. And like a little bit more background was I also did a parody to Little B, like Bass God. And I did a parody to like the song, and it was called like Game God. So it's just like there was like a lot more like into that. And then when I rebranded into Shinobi, it was just to be like I said, just like unique, different. The XS literally was just like a tie-in of like just something to just make it sound like even more unique. It absolutely stood for nothing. I was like, yo, XS. But funny story as well, I'm a huge fan of like the like Flash, like DC, like the series or whatever. And his daughter, it was like her superhero name was XS. And I was like, damn, she cute. And I was just like, I was like something about XS, man. Shit just sounds tight, like like excessive.
Yeah.
So that was yeah. So that was that base guy, yeah. Yeah, Little B played an influence in my name, guys.
Trying to remind me of Little B a little bit.
Yeah. I've gotten that before. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So those are the introductions. My boy Modern Day, Yewonton J. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I've been interested for a long time as well to kind of get the background story with them. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. So just getting into like streaming, like guys, you coming up with like like what's your nickname, things like that, right? And which makes me think of like brand. So you got your brand, and the first word that comes to mind for me is originality, because like right off the back, it's like who are you? And what's going to separate you from like everybody else that's going to be like streaming or doing something to like that you want to do or get into. Is your name unique? and and that ties into like I discussed like I absolutely like rebranded because I felt like gamegod.ent like it just wasn't gonna be like unique enough for what I wanted for Twitch, for example. And then do
Yeah,
you have a
fair.
logo for sure, dude? And do you have a logo that represents you? I think this is a real important one. Like, not only does your name important, but like something that represents you is also very important. And like if I say Hamilton J, I absolutely piece together like the Red Yosh like immediately, for example. You know what I'm saying? That's what he built up, right? And like modern day nerd, I instantly think like like retro. He's got like his thing going on, and I think like just black successful. I'm sorry, like that's just what I think. I'm like, modern day is just like retro, cool vibes, stuff like that. Like I absolutely and like I know his logo, like and he does the stuff in his logo, right? It is built up. So and the reason I bring this up is because like a lot of people struggle with it and they're changing pictures like every week or something. I'm like, who are you? Like you don't even know who you are, and you're confusing me. So how can we get behind you and you don't know who you are? I can't be like,
Yeah,
yo, go check
definitely.
out the homie, and they're changing pictures every week or something, or changing names even. Which and I get it.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna struggle with names. I struggled with names, but I reached out to my community and said, hey guys, this is the name I'm thinking of, and we did a vote. I actually did a vote on stream. I was like, should I change my name to Shinobi XS, and everybody voted yes. So and I got the community behind me, and so there was no confusion of all the random changes. So
I mean, yo, let me add on to that, yo.
go ahead,
If you don't mind.
go ahead,
The
please.
thing is about that name change thing. Like, I have a couple people on my followers list that I do follow and check out whatever, and a couple of them do change their name, and next thing you know, it's like they take a hiatus and they come back. And it's like, yo, who the freak are you, man? I never saw you before.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
yo, such and such. It's like, oh, okay, got you. No disrespect or whatever and stuff like that. But it's just like as we about to go into the questions with the about the name change or just changing, choosing originality.
Mm-hmm.
I made sure, like, when it came to me change, having my name, I made sure, like, all right, cool, I'm gonna stick with this name, I'm gonna live by it, and like I said, it's a representation of me. But that's all, man. That's all I want to say for now.
Right. Right. Big facts, right? It's, if you're going to do it, are people aware, right? That's going to be something that's, very
Yeah.
important as well. So,
I mean, people that change their name, it's always so fucking confusing, dude. Even when it's
very,
the viewer. Like, it's like, okay,
yeah.
now what am I supposed to call you? It's like you're a brand new guy. Like, I don't
Yeah.
even know you anymore.
Like my boy Jokester247, he spelled his name
Yeah.
wrong to Jockster. So he told me he was going to fix his name, and he comes back as Toasty Boy. I
Changed his name in the middle of my stream the other night.
Wow.
He was jokester during the stream, and then he changed it to what is it now? Toasty. And I
Toasty
go,
Boy, and he's like, "Do
oh,
you remember
Toasty, welcome
me?"
to the stream.
Nah, he came to
Yeah,
my
I'm
stream
like,
the other day, and I'm like, he was like, yo, you remember me? I was like, no, I don't
No.
remember you, man.
No.
I was literally like during my stream, I was like, did you just change your name to Toasty? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. I'll try and remember that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Now,
I already
yeah.
have a small brain enough, and now I got to remember this shit.
Remember the
Unbelievable.
Toasty is Jokester, right? Yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's super fun. Super fun with the name changes. Whew. So, with that said, I think we've gotten into most of it, but on how you came up with your names, right? But let's discuss
Mhm.
logos. We didn't touch on logos. I'll start. So, with me, my YouTube, for example, which is still currently like Game God, it was very simple. I used myself as the logo in this case. I have my gunner glasses on, and I also I had a hat before I grew my hair out that says Game God. So, I was pretty committed to it. And so we just kind of like took that. I had my black Power Ranger hoodie on. I was like, yo, I told my brother, just draw me up with the Black Ranger hoodie on, Game God hat, and my glasses on. And that just worked out. As far as the Shinobi XS one, um, it was a combination of, I mean, like some obvious things such as like Kakashi from Naruto. There's one guy from SNK. Like some of his outfit is in it, and what else? Oh, Sheik. I play Sheik in Smash Bros. So like the same concept. Sheik, Kakashi. The whole mask deal, one eye covered up, type of thing. So
Illuminati.
yeah, I don't know about all that. Okay, and I'm gonna share this as well. And like don't hold on to this bit of the story because like I notice when I tell people this, like they seem to latch onto this. but I'm technically kind of blind in one of my eyes. I'm just gonna say one of my eyes. I'm not gonna tell anybody which one. So like for most of my vision, I'm only really looking out of like one eye, honestly. So it kind of resonates with the logo well. I'm like, oh, like Shikakashi, like I could technically pull off an eye cover it up because I don't even use it hardly. So that also kind of played a factor into like the logo design. Very very easy for me to come up with that. So oh, I was also Nick Fury for Halloween one year, for example. You know, eye patch over the eye, like easy. so so
I
that
just learned
was
something new about you, man.
yeah, yeah, like I said, and people, I've told my friend this before while I was playing him in Mortal Kombat, and of course he gets drunk, and he goes, "Damn, I'm getting my ass beat by a blind man." I'm like, "Bro, come on, like, come the fuck on." Like, I was like, "You did not have to hold on to that part of the story, okay?"
Uh-oh.
People just tend
Now I
to,
know, now I know what to say if, like, you're ever causing trouble. Like,
yeah, yeah.
start roasting them.
Oh my god, my defense, I'm like, guys, you know, I'm blind, don't do this to me, you know, so.
No.
And yeah, I literally told like one friend this, and now they're like, "Oh my god, like, is it okay for me to drive with you at night?" I'm like, "I'm 28 years old. I haven't died in the car yet. I think I can see where the hell I'm going." Okay, like, so yeah, that is the story of Shinobi and the Shinobi XX logo. It just all came together there. So, with my boy, thank you. With my boy
I love
Modern Day, yeah, I know, right? Love to see it. Love to hear it. All right, speak to us. Talk to me, Modern Day. What you got? This
I mean,
logo.
it's very simple. Again, as I was choosing my name for Twitch, like I said, I've been doing this from last year, and I wanted something that was very unique. So I went on this website called Fiverr, started looking at some graphic designs, people who's doing some dope designs as far as like their artistic style, and I came across this one girl. Um, I don't use her anymore or whatever, but I definitely use it for my logo. And as you can see, like I said, if you see the way my logo is, it's clean. It's real clean. So as far as the arms coming about, I guess I was thinking about Black Panther, but on top of that, like if you go to New York City, you go to the Bronx, they do that in the Bronx too, stuff like that. And I just thought, as far as like people just coming together, I'm the left arm, other people that come through is the right arm. So that's why I just come through with that when somebody follow. And that's where, the logo just came from. So I just, again, as you mentioned earlier, I tried to live by my brand. So whatever you see, that's on my page or my pictures and stuff like that, I just live by it all day, every day. My motto is welcome to the nerd crew. All right.
I love it. I love it. Not gonna lie, I'm working on something right now myself. I've been super inspired watching a few other people, and then all right, Jay, talk to me about the Red Yosh.
Yeah, so my story is pretty similar, kind of. So, it starts off with, I'm playing Smash with all my buddies, and my main guy that I use is the Red Yosh, and I'm like, okay, maybe not that many people are using the Red Yosh. So I went on Fiverr, I hit up this dude, and I was like, yeah, make me some logos and some stream layouts and stuff like that. Okay, I don't know where this dude was from. I think he was from somewhere in South America because he did not know how to spell. He spelled stream wrong in every single thing. Um, and yeah, it was just It was just a basic picture of a red Yosh, and I was like, yeah, can you make him a little blue as well? And he added a little bit of blue in there. So that's where the red Yosh logo eventually came, started off with. Um, and then what's it called? Have met a couple of great people starting the stream, Hooplefish and Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan, he was like a ultra fan, and I didn't even have 50 followers yet, dude. And this man was just drawing all these red Yoshis in all these different ways, and I was like, yo, this is pretty sick. So that's where my logo is right now is just like a pissed off red Yoshi because I get pissed off at majority of the games that I play. So, I mean, that's the basic story of the Red Yosh. Unfortunately, and I thought I was like a god at playing the Red Yosh as well. That was another factor.
Is that before
And
online?
apparently, yeah, okay, really. And yeah, how about before Twitch arenas? Okay,
Oh, mm-hmm.
because I was happy sticking around the 2 million GSP, but then once I opened the arena and all you guys come in and kick my ass, I'm like, okay, this kid is 12 and he's kicking my ass. Like,
It be like that sometimes.
maybe I'm not that good. So now I'm a plant. But unfortunately, you know, that's just how it is. We're gonna still stick it out with the Red Yosh because the Red Yosh is awesome. And at first I thought the Red Yosh was unique as well. I was like, yeah, maybe I don't know how many people are out there flexing the red Yosh, but then I find like 10 streamers that are also the red Yosh. I'm like, oh,
Damn.
unbelievable. Like, great. What am I doing here?
Hey,
So,
never
we might have to rebrand
rebrand.
eventually. I don't know. It's just too much. For me
So you're
to
gonna change
do.
everything up now, man? You gonna change the name up
No,
too?
no,
I think
no,
he has to
no.
change everything.
No. Yeah, we're still Red Yosh Nation, but I mean, you never know.
I got you.
Sure. Is there a red plant gang? How many plant gangs?
No, red plant time. Okay,
is there a red plant? Red plant.
that's like the basic plant as well.
Damn.
Whatever. We still represent Team Red. Red is my favorite color. So
Red is also my favorite color.
No matter what, we're always going to be representing the color red.
I fucks with it. Respect.
Word.
All right. Okay, so getting into streaming, and we talked about like names because I feel like that's what's gonna come before the streaming. Like the name, who are you? So now we're gonna get into like, the day one type stuff. Like, what do I need? This is where people start. They're already stressing themselves out just thinking about like, this is something I want to do, but do I need this, that, and and one of those major things that's gonna come up is of course equipment, right? That's everybody's big concern. They feel like they gotta have all this godlike material. So, do I really need all this fancy stuff? PC, laptop, camera, mic, green screen, capture cards, and stream decks, right? Those are among generally the stuff that everybody's going to have. And I'm going to be, the first to say, no, you do not need all this fancy stuff, guys. And as I mentioned in my story, consoles actually have built-in streaming systems too, right? And then, there's those people who are thinking, oh no, nobody's gonna take me serious, streaming from the PS4, blah blah blah. And let me be the first to say that's also not true. There's very successful people streaming directly from PS4. Their affiliates got emotes, like everything you could think of, still very possible. And with that said, it's gonna come down to you, and I'm gonna go ahead and start discussing these equipment alternatives to which I found and that I feel like a lot of people don't know about that will help you. So the alternatives to PCs and laptops, again, you have your consoles. I'm not sure if Xbox still has something built in because I know it had a Mixer, but we all know about that Mixer thing. Maybe Facebook will become an app. I don't know. But PS4, for sure, you can directly stream to YouTube and Twitch. So there is a workaround there if you do not have a PC or a laptop. That's how you would probably want to get your foot in the door, and that's where I started. Cameras, you can get a camera for the PS4. I believe possibly for the Xbox. You can tie in cameras that way as well if that's something that you want to do. If you do have a PC or laptop, you got your cell phone cameras, which is something I did not know about for the longest time. You can absolutely use your cell phone camera as a webcam. So that is pretty awesome. You've more than likely already have a phone and you don't want to spend more money on an expensive camera.
Question.
Yes, sir.
The people that wants to use a cell phone, would you want to like tell them like the app? Because I just found out about this like last week from a fellow streamer of mine.
I actually do not know the app, but if you do know it, please share.
The name of the app is, I think it's called like something like Droid. I'll get back to you with that, but I did download it though. I think it's like a Wi-Fi Droid or something like that.
Wi-Fi Jordans. Hey.
No, Wi-Fi Droid.
Oh, okay. Wi-Fi Droid. That's lit. Yeah, I think you can do a lot of cool shit like hamster cams or something, or dog cam. You just tie it to your dog and let them run around the house. Apparently, people like stuff like that too. That'll tie into creativity, right? Hey, we can get into that creativity stuff later. So also, go ahead.
I got it. It's called Droid Cam.
Droid Cam, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to use your camera as like a webcam, whatever, download Droid Cam. I don't know what it is for Apple. I'm a Samsung guy. All right.
Oh, sorry, Apple people. But we'll look into it. The point is, it exists. These alternatives do exist, and that is a major one. I would have to say the camera thing and being able to use your phone. That is a major one for me.
It's clutch.
Super clutch. If you do not have a camera, I do recommend creating a layout and sliding in like an image or a GIF. Like, you can
Yeah.
absolutely have a placeholder, and even for times where you need to turn your camera off and dig in your nose, just throw up an image or a GIF. Have those placeholders. And then for if you're feeling really fancy, you can use a DSLR camera. Things like I think Jay actually uses a camera.
Yeah.
His camera's
I
always
use it.
dying.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, not
crispy.
anymore.
Not
Not anymore.
anymore.
I fixed it. So what I did was somebody came in my chat because like it would be like every hour and a half on the dot, the camera battery would die and I'd have to go switch out for a different camera battery. And somebody was in my chat and they go, "Why the fuck don't you have a dummy battery?" I go, "What the hell is a dummy battery?" And I just look it up and it's like literally a battery that you plug into the wall. And I'm like, "Oh my god, like I'm an idiot."
Oh.
So now the camera never dies.
Oh, nice.
Good
See,
stuff.
Gotta love
Good stuff.
sir, you just taught me something new as well. I feel like the dummy. Cameras for dummies. Thank you for sharing that. Because I actually have a Canon T6i, and I was like, this could get annoying very quickly to change batteries.
Yeah, you just look up dummy batteries for whatever camera model you have, and it's so much more convenient. And like honestly, the quality is, very worth it at the end of the day.
Nice. See, I'm learning
Okay,
something.
we're all learning.
We are all learning, yo. This is awesome.
And also, you have the opportunity to like change out the lenses as well. Like for instance, when I have a bunch of buddies over, like if we're
Wide
gonna stream
angle?
together, I'll put the wide angle on.
Mm.
Of course, I've only used it like once or twice.
I do like the ability to just grab the lens rotator and just zoom in and out as well. That's why
Yeah,
I was
that
going
as
to
well.
consider DSLR. I was like, I love when people do that. It's like, look at me, and they zoom in, get all up in the face. I'm like, oh snap, that's cool. Yeah, right. Yeah, like, basically like that. I was like, dude, that's cool. Getting into mics, microphones. Okay, I'm not sure if this is gonna bring us. I'll just go ahead and bring it up now, and then if it comes up later, we'll talk about it again. But mics, you do not need a mic necessarily. I do recommend it though. I do recommend it, but you can absolutely stream without a mic. I've been in some streams and like you can completely just chat away. Some people are okay with that. If we're looking into like mic alternatives, if you do have a camera, for example, I have 3 Logitech cameras, and I believe 2 of them have built-in mics. They're obviously never going to be the best quality. What's up?
It's a big bull over here.
Yeah. Oh no, not big ballin', but I can honestly say now I've owned all 3 of the Logitechs, including the 4K one. I'm not impressed. The actual cheapest one gives me the best quality. Crazy. And they absolutely have built-in mics, which I forgot about when I thought I was muted one day, and I was telling a very just interesting story that should not have been heard. So cameras have those built-in mics. The PS4 camera as well, has a built-in mic. So those that choose to try out streaming from console, you get the camera benefit and the mic all in one. Bada bing, bada boom. Capture cards, again, PS4, Xbox has built-in capture cards, so like you're pretty much set out the gate trying it from there. For capture cards, I put an asterisk next to Elgato, guys, because I don't recommend any third parties, and I've only based out of one of my friend's suggestions. He has tried a third party thing and just said it is just wonky and it is not worth it. And I can't honestly think of any third party that comes to mind.
Razer?
Razer? Oh.
Yeah.
Does Razer make capture card?
Yeah, I heard somebody in my stream talking about a Razer capture card or something like that.
It doesn't sound like either of you guys would use a third party. What are you guys rocking with?
I'm
got
rocking
the
all
Elgato,
so it's quality
There
over
you go.
anything, man.
Drop the promotion, guys. Promote us. Okay, Elgato sponsor us. Okay.
For real.
Right? And then
I mean, but hold up.
go
The
ahead.
thing is, I feel sorry for people trying to buy Elgato. Now, I bought mine back in like
Okay.
2018.
Yeah, go ahead and bring that up. I heard about that.
Yeah, so pretty much anybody that's trying to get into streaming now, if you're new to Shinobi's channel and everything, may God be with you, because like I said, there's price hikes on cameras, Elgato capture cards, even third-party capture cards and third-party cameras. So I'll suggest eBay, or if Amazon have used one, hopefully they're of good quality where you can actually get it for a decent price, because I was helping one of my fellow viewers last week trying to find a capture card, and he actually found Elgato for $110. I was like, look at you, man, look at you. But yeah, like I said, just be on the lookout for cheaper prices for the quality, products and stuff,
Yeah, so having the Elgato is so major key because you can literally hook up whatever you want to it. Like I can hook up Like I have the Elgato hooked up to a Switch that is also connected, not like the Nintendo Switch, like an actual Switch
Mm-hmm.
that is hooked up to like my N64, my GameCube, my phone, and my Nintendo Switch, and my Xbox as well. So I can, like click a button and it'll just
Yes,
swap right
sir.
over.
I
I need to get that.
I have this very similar
Yeah.
setup. Back when I lived in my house, I actually had two HDMI hubs. And one also runs through a splitter because for PS3 it has the built-in what is it called?
HTTP, that
Yeah,
bullcrap,
yeah.
man.
It stops you from streaming because of services like Netflix. They don't want you streaming movies and stuff like that, right? So everything runs through my splitter, which removes the whatever that thing is called again. Modern day, my bad. Which
HTTP
yeah,
or
HCP maybe. Yeah, something along. Okay, we'll look it up, guys. Don't worry. It removes that, which allows me to basically stream anything I want, and then with the HDMI hub, yeah, I can just hit a button and switch to whatever console I want. And then some of it has built-in like signal, like it'll recognize the signal and automatically switch like that. If I hit the power button on my PS4, it'll just swap over to the PS4 immediately.
Yeah,
So
I think what we have is very similar.
yes, sir.
If
It
not,
definitely
if not literally the same exact thing.
it makes life easy. I also have a remote for it, but that's not among the equipment list. You don't have to be that fancy, guys. But
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bowling over here. I told you.
nah. IT guy, man. I like to work the system for convenience. So if you guys are on a PC or laptop, you do not need a capture card to start streaming. Some people think that there's your own PC and laptop, like so. There's PC games, things of that nature. What you would want to use is display capture, which is what I'm using right now. And there's also game capture, which I never used, but I think a lot of people actually use the game capture, which works in a similar fashion. It'll just detect the game that you're playing, and boom, you're off gaming. And then like guys, like I've streamed Pokemon off an emulator. There's emulators, Xbox, PlayStation. Like there's so many things you can do if you already have the PS4, Xbox, and like we talked about how the Elgato might be a struggle right now. Well, hell, if you got the capture, not the capture card. I'm sorry. If you got the PC or laptop, just find something on PC and laptop, and you're golden. And if you're on console, you don't. It has a built-in capture card. So again, there's all these workarounds to like, oh, I can't get no Elgato right now. Well, again, here's all these alternates and workarounds. Green
Yeah.
screen. I'm sorry, I skipped one. Stream Deck. Ooh, this coffee is slapping right now. I'll bring up the Stream Deck because you're gonna see a lot of cool streamers. They lean a little forward, and it looks like they're pushing something, right? And then the next thing you know, you get an air horn or something. And more than likely they're using a Stream Deck. I hope to God not the Stream Deck Mini. I'm not sure why you would get six.
God.
I would use the phone. I'm not using the phone.
Listen,
Gonna do that.
okay, listen.
Oh
I made a
snap!
mistake.
Hold on, wait. Let's go full screen.
Listen. Okay.
Let me get out the way. Show it one more time. Small
Listen.
PP. I'm just kidding.
Okay, listen. When I first started, I was like, yo, Stream Deck? That sounds pretty helpful. So I'm going to get this. And then I set it up, and I was like, oh, well, I'm out of buttons. This sucks. So then I had to literally get another one
Hey, there we go.
that worked. And then I was like, okay, this is bullshit. Why
Don't
did
tell
I
me you
have
bought
to-
the third one, man.
I didn't. I know.
Oh.
Not yet.
This is the only one.
Not yet.
Don't get me started, because I might have to.
Yo, seriously, I put Shinobi on the stream deck. I want to say all the way, but I told him when doing my stream, I was like, yo, get the extra large 32 buttons, is it? Or 35 buttons or whatever?
It's
Yo,
30
I
something.
wish I did that, because it's probably so worth it at the end of the day.
Lifesaver. I can control my
Yeah.
Spotify. I can control my stream. I can do the ads. I can see my viewer count. I can do my voices.
Yeah.
It's lifesaver.
The way that my Stream Deck is set up is like kind of wonky. Like it's not very ideal.
You
It's
got
basically
folders and
just
folders?
a bunch of folders
Mhm.
of all the different scenes, and then in each one of those folders is like a different part of the scene that I can activate and deactivate.
clutch,
and stuff
man.
like that.
Yeah. So the XO
So, like-
will take your cool setup to the next level. Even if that, like you'll just be able to get to things a lot faster. And like, yeah, I heard like like people I think it might have been Gumbo. Is like the Stream Deck is cool because I have like the regular sized one. That's what I've been rocking with for a while. And then yeah, I did reach the point where it's like, yo, now I got to get into the whole folders, and
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't bad. But man, I got the XL. I just copy and pasted everything over. It's an easy transition, and now I got all this extra space, and now I got this beautiful bigger soundboard, and I can actually read the buttons. It's awesome. I definitely recommend it.
See what I'm
But-
saying?
Yeah.
But guys, with that said, you're like, damn, all these stream decks, these
The one,
fancy.
yeah,
Go,
yeah.
go ahead, go ahead,
The
go
one
ahead.
thing that I want to say is if you are going to stream from a laptop and you don't have a capture card, for God's sake, please do not point your cameras or your laptop's webcam at the TV and play the game that way. Please.
Oh,
Hey,
Just don't do that. Because you
no,
know what? Unless you are the most entertaining person out there and people are really enjoying watching this, then I just don't do it. Because you know what? Because you can make mistakes. Like for one thing, you don't want your layout to be like totally jumbled and like so distracting that you have no idea what's going on. But at the same time, people are gonna like come in and then see the bad quality, like I don't know, and they might kind of judge you for that. I don't know if that's just me personally. Like I don't know. I've seen that happen though, like where people like are just pointing their webcam at the TV, and it's like, what's going on here? What are we watching?
it's
I mean,
But
but the funny thing is,
yeah.
though, they.
the
Oh,
struggle.
sorry. Was you about to say more?
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
And no, and if the microphone is also the built-in microphone where it's just like, I don't know.
I mean,
Sometimes
but
go
oh,
ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
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 please,
no,
please, please.
No, you go ahead.
no. I was just saying, like, the setup you just said right there is like it's funny because people will have PS4s and will still do that setup instead of actually like streaming from the PS4. It's like,
Okay.
yo, what?
Not like
No,
this. Not like this.
please.
Okay, I don't get that one. But I can say, like, yeah, based off what Jay said, I did run into a guy who absolutely had a camera facing the screen, and my boy still had the layouts, the goals set up all through Streamlabs, and I was like, yo, I got nothing but respect because this man is making this work. I was like, I don't know how people are, because it's Smash Bros, right? Who doesn't like Smash Bros? So of course,
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Oh yeah, what's the code?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Yeah, come on in here, bro." And absolute the worst quality ever. But
Listen,
go
if
ahead.
you're an entertaining person, that can 100% work for you.
Absolutely,
Like that 100%. But
absolutely,
like if you're just getting started and you're still sitting at like that, beginning very low viewer count and stuff like that, it's not going to be very helpful at the end of the day. Like cuz people are just going to know you as the streamer that points his webcam at the
the
TV.
the bootlegger,
Yeah,
Bootlegger.
the bootlegger.
exactly.
I mean, hey, like I said, another good side to that is like down the road when you get everything solid, you can go back and have something to laugh at.
Yeah,
Facts.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
heck yeah. All right. So that was with the. We talked about the Stream Deck, guys. Like I said, my boy Jay showed them all. Those are two of them, and there's like a super large one, as well. Alternatives to the Stream Deck, just to let you guys know, you actually don't need it. It's just something really nice to have. And
Yeah. It's
OBS,
more for convenience.
absolutely convenience. And I know it's in OBS for sure. I'm pretty sure it's in Streamlabs. I just haven't looked in it because I do own a Stream Deck. But you also have macros, and which is an easy way to switch between your scenes and turn off your sources. I got to turn on my camera or whatever. It can be control. Well, obviously not control C. That's a terrible example. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say it anyway. Control C for like camera. It's just as an example, and I can toggle your camera on and off using your keyboard. Um, so switch scenes, stream starting, control, S, another bad example because that's control save. But macros, those exist. So you can assign buttons to control your scenes. You do not need Stream Deck.
Yeah.
And there's also a manual. So like right now, I actually just switched to OBS, and everything that I'm doing, I'm literally just clicking it manually. It's absolutely not difficult for me to just switch between these. And then one thing, I did leave out Streamlabs apps was actually the first one. So I believe OBS actually has something now. I'm still new to it. I just clicked under tools, and there's something in there about an app. Essentially, what that is a Stream Deck on your phone, which will allow you to switch between your scenes on your phone, control your camera, etc. It is a free app. It integrates with the software. You just got to be on the same network, pair that bad boy up, and that's how I got my sister. Because her setup, the laptop was very far away from her, and she used her phone to see the chats. And when she needed to step away, she would have to get up and walk all the way to the laptop to change something. I was like, yo, just use the app, right? So like then she was able to just say, okay, guys, be right back. Boom, walk away. So always workarounds, macros, app and just manual. You know, if you're sitting right in front of it, boom, boom, be done with it. Now green screens. This is gonna be a fun topic in my opinion. With the green screen, I put an asterisk next to Elgato just cause like man, and like not because like I'm just feeling like Elgato, like everything is just like I've shopped
Yeah.
around for green screens for a while, and like I said, I like to do like skits, things of that nature, and like green screen has always been like a topic. It's probably not the best for like shooting like videos like full blown skits, but it is super convenient for streaming. That's what I'm using right now. It rises, lowers. Now I have seen the results of a third party one. My boy Thick as Hippo had a third. I thought it was the Elgato. My boy told me it collapsed overnight. I was like, what? I was like, the Elgato? He's like, no, it's third party. So asterisk next to Elgato. You know,
Elgato really does have a lot of high quality streaming equipment, and they can if you just shop at like on the Elgato website, you can just get started so quick, like so well fast, and quality will be excellent. So I do recommend the Elgato green screen. I have the same exact one. But at the same time, you don't need a green screen to stream.
Right.
It just helps make things look a lot cleaner. Like you don't have to worry about having a webcam box or something like that. You know
and
what I
it
mean?
allows you to expand your creativity as
Hey,
well.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
one thing I noticed you guys are saying Elgato. You know it's Elgato, right?
Elgato, Elgato. I'll spell it Elgato.
I'm talking
Potato,
about
I'm just
potato.
saying, man. I'm just saying,
Potato,
man.
potato. You know, if you're into King of Fighters, you know it's Rapukin or Ripukin. You know, you'll understand. I'm sure I'll get
I'm messing
something.
with you guys.
No,
I'm
no,
messing.
I'm glad you brought it up because I'm sure you're gonna be the lifesaver in my YouTube video when somebody's gonna be very frustrated with me saying Elgato and they're gonna be like, "Thank you, modern day nerd. Thank God somebody was in there to clutch it out."
I get roasted all the time for saying Roblox wrong. I was like, why do I care? I don't. The game is shit
Roblox.
either way.
You say
Roblox.
I say Roblox. It's Roblox. I guess.
Arrow.
Yeah.
He said
We
Roblox.
robbing blocks,
Same
baby.
shit at the end of the day. Okay.
Like,
Okay, Mr. Elgato. All right. So,
I'm just saying.
no, facts. All right, so there you go. The recommendation, Elgato. And,
I thought Elgato was a brand or something. I'm like, yo, what is this?
yeah, it's the Elgato.
I'm looking at my Elgato over here. I'm like, yo, what
Yeah.
the?
See, you just said Elgato. See, it just rolls off the tongue. Elgato. All right. Desperado, Despacito. Okay. Still on the topic of green screens. Green sheets, right? You can go to Hobby Lobby, get some green fabric, cut
Joanne's Fabrics.
Joanne's fabric, cut out, nice layer, try to hang that puppy up, get it wrinkle free, and you're in business. I see several streamers, they actually use a green sheet. I've seen it fall down before. My boy's like, oh no, I'm exposed. Oh no, my room, right? But yeah, it's absolutely a good workaround. Green sheets, fabrics, you can absolutely make it work. Good lighting, stuff like that. One
Even
that
if like you're up against the wall, you can even get like green poster board and then just tape the poster board up to the wall.
Ooh,
That works as well.
there you go. Green poster board. See,
Ideas.
all these ideas, right?
Saying.
Word.
Facts. Now, here's one that I absolutely do not recommend, but it is a possibility. It's background remover, right? For example, the Logitech Brio, it has the capability to remove your background. Yeah, I don't recommend it. It's usually pretty janky, but that is a possibility if you're just looking at this like background replacement, things like that. You'll just get some weird cuts where like the scene might cut over your eye or something sometimes from time, and then it's not going to be the best, but it is absolutely something that you can do if you don't want that background exposed, but you want the camera.
Can I add on to that?
Go ahead.
Have you seen the RTX 3080s? The fact is that when you talk about the new the Logitech Brio, the RTX 3080 is actually going to have some application that actually remove your background perfectly, according to them. I don't know about that, but stay in tune with that.
Perfectly. Oh, indeed I will. Indeed I will. So with that one, and my boy Modern Day Nerd is a good example. This is what I would typically see for this example is a cool, stylish background. You do not need a green screen at all. My boy's got the lights, the posters. You'll see people, with I'm about to say, yeah, amiibos, you know, like all the gaming gear in the background, and this, you know, some people enjoy watching that as well. Like, yo, like, you know, what you got in the
Yeah,
background there?
like
Street Fighters,
I
please?
got a lot of, I got like a nice display behind me as well. But I most of the time when I stream, I only use the green screen. Like it just like
Ooh,
normally
Oh,
looks
snap.
so. Yeah, it just normally looks so messy on camera.
I mean, it
So
still looks
like,
nice though.
Yeah.
it looks nice, yeah. But I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I don't feel like cleaning the room today. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
throw the green screen.
My bed is absolutely not made up behind me, so if my shit fell, I would end the stream immediately. So there's that. So that was equipment. I hope you know you guys found that useful, helpful to know that these alternatives and things exist, and we all learned something new on this slide as well. So cool, good stuff. Now let's get into the next button work. Oh yeah, story time. Oh, we might have already covered most of this. So equipment stories, and again, like this could be like stuff like, yo, I tried this, and like I know I had that third party thing, my green screen, and it busted on stream. You know, oh no, you know, my grandma was behind me. You know, something crazy. The good, the bad experiences, any upgrade stories that you might have, things tried, and recommendations. I think we really cut through the recommendations. So I can't really say. I'll go start out. I can't really say I have any equipment stories. Honestly, I mean, I think I have tried to use the built-in laptop camera before to face me. You know, the angling, you know, is terrible. You know, I definitely immediately consider upgrading to like a webcam. That's the only thing. Like microphones. For a while, I'm not gonna lie. I did use straight up everything laptop. The camera, the built-in mic. It was terrible. It echoed really badly. Things like that. But you know, it was just, you know, you got to go through the bad to, you know, to kind of like look forward to like the good stuff and the improvements. So I actually
When you
own. Go ahead.
Yeah. When I first started, the one thing that I wanted to do was like after each stream, after each that's what I'm saying it like the guy on Fiverr spelled it stream. Uh, after each stream, I want to try and improve in one way. So like whether it's the way the camera looks, whether it's the audio, whether it's I don't know, something. So I would always try and upgrade at least one thing when I first started. I started off with like a USB classic like blue microphone,
Mm.
and it was good, but it wasn't like. Eventually, it came to the point where I was like, all right, like it's time to upgrade the audio, like try and get shit sounding a little bit more crispy. And now I use
Ooh.
I use like an auxiliary microphone, so it's hooked up to like a Focusrite amp that goes right into my computer, and I can control all the settings straight from the amp.
Mm. Anything fancy with the
Um,
cabling on that? Like there was some guy came in like, oh, you need to have gold or copper. Is there anything like that
no,
involved with your? Okay.
if there is, I don't know. It's just like a basic like microphone cable, and then the
Thick.
amplifier. Like the amplifier can hook up two microphones as well. So if I wanted to hook up another mic, if I have a buddy over or something like that, I could easily do
Sweet.
that,
Nice.
and it
Nice.
would there wouldn't sound any different. Like it's like let's say I had this microphone set up and then I plugged in the Blue Yeti, it would just sound horrible. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, but since I have the two channels, it does make things nice. Um, that's definitely like I feel like microphone audio is very nice, like because it definitely makes a difference. Like if you go into a stream and it sounds like shit, you'll definitely recognize that. You know what I mean? Uh, but like if it sounds clean, I mean, I feel like it's easier to watch. Maybe I don't know. That could just be me.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Are
I
you right?
haven't had any complaints about like audio before, but like, yeah, I've seen some guy talked about like, oh, just sound more, you know, crisp things like that. And like I said, I went from directly the laptop built-in speakers, which yeah, it obviously sounded, you know, like crap, to I accidentally bought two Blue Yetis and one was on sale. Somehow I checked two in the cart and now I own two, which came in handy when like yeah, when I co-streamed with my sister, set you know me
Yeah.
up a mic and then went over there for her. So. And now I use the second mic as a pass through for desktop audio. So
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's me.
Yes, sir. What you got?
I mean, I really don't have any bad stories. So like I said, when I just started streaming, I started off with the PS4. You know, started off with the internal capture card. You know, just streaming through the PS4. I already had like when I ordered the Elgato. I ordered the Blue Yeti microphone. I was using that when I was streaming. You know, through the PS4, or whatever. But I knew I needed to upgrade. So when I upgraded, let's just say I upgraded to this computer over here. or you had the Elgato, or you had the blue snowball. So I always straight. The thing is with me when it comes to my streams, you see Shinobi, I'm very active or whatever the case may be, whether I'm lifting weights, whether I'm moving around, whether I'm like getting something from the living room because all my consoles in the living room, whatever. I went with this. I know it's not the preferred choice or whatever as far as like the mic quality. It's not going to be as crispy as Jay's, or it's not going to be crispy as Shinobi. But like I said, if you're the type of person that's like active or whatever, I say go with wireless or whatever the case may be. And I also use a third party
Absolutely.
application. Oh, go ahead. What was you about to say?
I was gonna say that the headsets sound good, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the quality may not be like the crispiest, but it's gonna sound good at the end of the day. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But yeah, I use a third party application to actually make it a little bit more crispier compared to my old streams when I was just using them without the application. So
Yeah.
that whole and just like what Jay does, anytime I end my stream, I usually go back while I'm working and watch my stream over again to see where I can improve or whatever the case may be. So by the time the next day come around, it's like boom, I already know what my error was from the day before, even though nobody didn't tell me. Like I said, I just like to just do my own research after my stream. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's what we had today.
And bounce back. And since you mentioned this third party software, say there's for the guys out there with their wireless headset. What's this? What's this application?
Hold on. See, thing is, I ain't want to tell my source, but I'll tell her right now. Though, hold on one second. Let me check real
I
quick.
mean, you don't have to share it.
No, I got it.
Okay. And
Hold on.
while you find that real quick, I do want to say I had the what is it called? What is the other headset? Turtle Beach. I had the Turtle Beach. I forgot what they were called. The wireless headset. I loved them. I absolutely loved them. I could take phone calls, listen to music, play my game. I really enjoyed the wireless headset when it came to like gaming and streaming. I think I still had like the Yeti mic for that, but like everything as far as like gaming, it was amazing. Turtle Beach, however, they're just known to break. Like I like the place where it broke. I went to like Amazon for example, and literally 3 people posted a picture of it breaking in the same area. I was like, damn shame. I really enjoyed like wireless like headset gaming. It probably just comes down to a brand thing, but now what I have now is Astro. It's just more durable, and when I grew my hair out, my head got big as hell. So which has contributed to me breaking my last headset, right? Because my hair got bigger, I had to open it wide, and that's when it snapped. These are just a lot more durable, same price right now. I have like audio mixer things like that. So it's been cool. But yeah, I just wanted to just like touch on the wireless headset. Like I loved it. That was my experience with it, and it could just be a brand.
Oh, I mean, well, I had these headsets for a minute. I mean, I did had another pair. I had a black pair, but they didn't break, but it was just the audio was coming out one side. But I guess that was just like a just like a default issue. So they sent me another one. They sent me the white ones for free. I was like, I bet. And these was only 130. But as far as the plugin that you want, it's called VST2X plugin and Marvel GEQ. I'm posting in the chat right now.
Appreciate it. Clutch.
No doubt.
Cool. All right, guys. So that was the story time. Unless anybody has anything to add about any other equipment or recommendations you guys might have as far as equipment that we touched on.
I would just say simply enough. If you like I said, if you're starting to stream, just definitely make sure if you can afford it, get a good mic, get a decent mic, get a camera, keep it moving. If not, then stick to the internal capture card for the consoles that come with it. Except for Switch, unfortunately, you can't stream. Just do Switch itself. But those are two main things, man. If you feel like you camera shy, just get a mic, keep it moving. That's it. If you don't need it, don't buy it. If you need it, try to save up, then go for it.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Not every streamer needs a camera, but it does help like add personality to the stream.
absolutely.
But don't feel like it's necessary.
It is-
There's plenty of great streamers out there that don't use a camera at all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and name one. Raging Girl Gamer, for example. She makes it work. Like all she uses is her voice and her rage, and everybody is there and they're loving it. And her streams are awesome.
There's been a few times where I go into Raging Girl stream and I'm like, I'm about to just drop $100 bomb and say, please buy a new mic.
Oh
But
my
at the
god.
same I feel like that adds to the aesthetic of it as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mic always flipping out. Like I love it.
Yeah, dude. She's peaked the max in the red on that microphone. That's all I know.
Yeah.
So,
To pass the red.
yeah, she is past the red. But yeah, guys, like you really I will say like you're gonna have to add a little extra than you would with somebody with a camera when you're using your voice. And so like I would check her out as an example. And yeah, you can absolutely be successful just using your voice and just have that personality. Actually, another good example is the boy Hoopla, Steezy Beast Lord. Hoopla, he makes it work, man. He's just got that, I guess, soothing voice, you could say, and like he's just very nice, welcoming, and makes it work, and everybody loves his stuff. He still hosts events and everything just fine. And his layout, no camera revealed just yet. He's got the
Yeah,
Mordecai placeholder in the camera spot, and man, keeps it rocking, man. It works. So
Whatever works for you.
yes, sir.
exactly.
Schedules. I know my boy at Modern Day mentioned a little bit of a schedule. A lot of people, they're thinking they're getting the stream, and a lot of people ask me this, right? I've got a few DMs like, "Yo, Shinobi, like, what's your schedule, man? Like, do I need a schedule for my viewers? Man, I can't do every day, blah blah blah." I'm like, to me, I'm just gonna go ahead and say before we swing decide, like, you don't really need a schedule, and so now I can change the slide. Do I need a schedule? Do I have to stick to the schedule? Again, me personally, I feel like we're human. We got stuff, our life, we got work. I don't know, baby mamas, things of that nature, and you can't probably solidly say, yo, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern at this time, yo, I'm gonna be on every day, and maybe you can, and maybe you can. For those that can't, like, do not let that hold you back from streaming. Like, I had a buddy who just got into the level up program on Facebook gaming, and he said, like, yo, I haven't applied for the gaming program yet because I don't have a solid schedule for my viewers. I'm like, yeah, but you've already made it this far streaming when you can. So obviously they're already kind of like expecting, when I see you pop up, like, I know you're gonna be on. And some things to consider. Is probably going to be like, are you streaming around the same time of day? Maybe that's something that they can look forward to. If you don't have a schedule, at least I know, like, maybe at 5 p.m. my boy is usually on, things like that, to get it to work for you. So, like, for example, I can only stream on the weekends. Can I still be successful? I would say absolutely. If you can only stream 2 days out of the week, hell yes, it can work, right? There's no set thing that you have to do, no set schedule that you really have to stick to be successful in this. Moving on, like I said, like I spoke about, are you streaming on the same days? It really comes down to, like, when I think schedules, again, you don't need a strict schedule, but what I would look for, like I was starting to get into, is consistency. I think that's going to be the most important part of it. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I was literally just gonna say that consistency is key. Like, for instance, I do personally have a schedule. I go live 4 days a week, and then they normally start around like 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern. Um, but I think the consistency of like timing, like start time, is the most important thing because people will know, like, oh, I think there's supposed to be like a stream at this point. You know what I mean? But there's also those days where it's like, like, I don't want to, I'm not feeling it. Like, I don't want to, I'm not feeling the stream today. So, like, you don't have to stick to the schedule, but it's definitely very helpful for your viewers to know and to expect when you're going to go live. But at the end of the day, you have to do what's right for you. So,
facts.
I mean, no,
And
you're right though. I mean, like I said, having a schedule is just like at least people know. Like I said, when that time comes, it's like, all right, you on. Sometimes, like I said, my schedule is like at 9 a.m. But also tell people. Well, people also know if I don't stream at 9 a.m., I'm going to stream between 9 and 10. Like, I'm going to be on. If not, then I'll just post on my stories. Just like you, man. Sometimes I don't feel it some days.
mhm.
mhm.
And with that said, I actual proof of what they're saying working is, like, for example, on Mondays. I know Mondays is Marbles Mondays for Jay, right? And when I am streaming and I'm pushing close to like 9, 10 p.m., and for me, I would do Monopoly Mondays. So I try to start around 7 to be done with all the BS by like 9ish, 10. And I'm like, okay, guys, you already know where we're going. Marbles Monday, because I'm trying to win me some money, right? And then we rank the boy Jay, and like, boom, there we is. So like now all my viewers, they already know where we're going. I'm like, yeah, bro, it's got to get in these marbles and like stream races, bro. Like, that's where we're going. And like in the mornings, I wake up, I'm either preparing for work or I'm about to go to the gym, and I already know my boy Modern Day Nerd is on, right? So I go ahead and pull the stream up, say what's up, get the good mornings in, and you know what I'm saying. So like that's the consistency, right? Like, I've known every morning my boys around the time my ass really should be up getting ready for work, or I'm at the gym, and then the boy Jay, like, at the nights, like you said, like around like 9 or whatever, and that's just something I picked up. Without even like consistently being there, it's just like, yo, Jay is usually on around this time. Like, that's something that your viewers should be able to piece together, and that's me as a
Exactly.
viewer perspective for these two gentlemen here. Um, so yeah, and like I said, like in this slide, that's what we talked about. Is it the same days or is it around the same time? And like that's, like we talked about consistency, that seems to work for like these guys. And then let's get into the next slide, which will tie us into like a little bit more discussion on it. So it's going to be like, tell me about your schedule, thoughts that you put into your schedule. How do you announce your schedule? It's just some stuff that, Jay's, sort of talked about, like the next move. How do you present to your viewers what is to come next, right? Basically. So I'll, um, I'll start out with this for like me. Again, I don't really have a schedule. I do currently have the ability to stream Monday through Friday if I feel up to it. Because like I said, like things do happen. Sometimes you're just not feeling it. The thoughts that I put into my schedule is like I try to. I wouldn't say I'm like a variety streamer. It's just more of a mixed thing. I am primarily playing fighting games all the time. But for the things that are not, in order for me to tie it in, I themed it. So what worked for me was, for example, Monday, Monopoly Monday, Monster Hunter, things that start with the M. That's how I was able to slide in games. Start when I was like, okay, this is like the day that I'm gonna, do something different. That's not like Tekken. And then of course Tuesday is Tekken. Tekken Tuesday, that works awesome for me. Wednesday, I don't really have a thing, but that's when I play Animal Crossing. I've explained that to the viewers. It's just like Wednesday is kind of like, it started out as a, like a whatever Wednesday type of deal. You know what I mean? It's gonna be whatever. And then what stuck most was like I just play Animal Crossing on Wednesdays for sure, and kind of whatever I
Yeah.
want. I want. Thursdays, just more Tekken in general, but it can be kind of like whatever as well. Fridays, first to fives. It was I just themed it like first to X Fridays basically because it could be first to threes or five, and it'll just be more fighting games. Typically Tekken. I'm really big into Tekken guys right now because like, it's something that I want to get into. I want to get very competitive and go to tournaments, things of that nature. So I'm trying to get good. So yeah, I am. You're mostly gonna be primarily Tekken, but that's just sort of like briefly you kind of get like what I'm getting at. Like I theme the days, which explains my schedule. So not necessarily like the times. I have been streaming around the same times, which is typically around 3. That's usually when I'm done with the gym or done with work and I'm winding down and like I've got the free time. So that's typically when I'm on. And how do I present to my viewers like what's to come next is like, boom, like it's very simple. It's very at the end of the stream, like, all right guys, tomorrow is, Wednesday, we're gonna be on, that, you know, um Animal Crossing. And I mean technically so like real world example, tomorrow is Monday. So it's gonna be Monopoly, right? And or Monster Hunter. I really need to play Monster Hunter, so tomorrow's probably gonna be Monster Hunter, and then later that night will be Monopoly, and then I'm looking out for that marbles, right? Like we talked about. So that's what my Monday is going to be looking like as far as the schedule. So, bringing it up to the fellows here. Tell me about. We can start with modern day from left to right. Tell me about your schedule. Thoughts. Hey.
All right, so pretty much for my schedule, before COVID, I used to work Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to midnight, and I know I have a lot of time before work, so that's how my schedule used to come about. I usually just stream in the morning again from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But however, usually on my retro days, which I try to make it at least Thursday or Friday. You know how you go to work or you go to school, you have a half day. It's like, yo, yes. So I usually make my retro days like a 2-hour stream. So that way I can just chill for the rest of the day and have more time for myself. Thoughts into my schedule, again, like I said, just based off my work schedule. And mind you, I also work Saturdays and Sundays. So Saturdays and Sundays I'm off on Twitch, but that's when I do all my editing. That's when I work my second job. That's when I kind of also disconnect myself from social media because I mostly do everything during the weekdays and just keep it moving. How do you announce your next schedule and move? I usually announce it verbally through stream, and maybe sometimes through Instagram, but mostly through stream. If you catch me on stream, you'll hear me say, "All right, cool, I'm playing this game tomorrow," or "I'm playing this game this week," and I'll also write it down on my calendar. So for this week that's coming up, I have Crackdown on Monday since I started that series. And I have Hyperscape on Tuesday, and then Dead by Daylight on Wednesday. And then Thursday is going to be a retro stream. And then Friday, I'm off so I can take care of some business and stuff. And that's pretty much it. And another thing I also like to do after I end my stream, I usually just set up my stream for the next day. So when I wake up, I can brush my teeth, shower up, fresh up, this and that, keep it moving, cut on my computer, cut on my games. Boom, I'm ready to go. All I got to do is hit live. So when usually people shout me out and they be like, "Oh, I thought you was on this game, but you was on that game." Nah, I just got everything set up for the next day. Save more time for for next time. Let's see, how do you present to your viewers and what's to come next? Again, I just usually say everything verbally. Especially for the people that's there and people that I usually remind them throughout the stream. I say like every hour, I'll just remind them like, "Hey, yo, I'm playing this game." And usually when I do my outro, I'll remind them again. That's pretty much it.
Right. And before we get to Jay, yeah, the reason we definitely want to touch on this because if you download a theme, for example, it has in your layout your schedule. So like stuff like that throws people off. They think they have to like really tie in something like Monday through Friday. Okay, maybe this time 6 to like 4, and they stress out thinking about like, do I really have to present that schedule? Or they'll have it in their panels on Twitch, for example, like, hey, like this time to this time, they kind of list it out there. But I found the most effective way to announce it is like everybody that's rocking with you, your viewers, like you let them know right at the set with like throughout the stream, the end of the stream, like this is what the next move is going to be. I found it to be the most effective instead of because I helped a guy who set him schedule. And he's like, hey, on my layout, he's like, Monday through Friday, he put I think it was like random, 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 random. I was like, dude, just remove it and just put a picture there. Like, why even, yeah, put schedule. If you're got random, 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 like, dude, just announce your next move. We already know you're gonna be on Tekken tomorrow, and the next day, is just, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Jay, what you got, man? Tell us about the schedule.
So like when I first started, I'd never had a schedule because my work schedule was crazy as well. Like I was working 5 to 6 days a week, and then I usually get done work around like 10:30, 11 o'clock. What I would do is I would just get home from work, and then I would just start playing some Smash on stream, and that's really how I started growing, was just playing a lot of Smash on stream. But then it just kind of got to the point where it was like, okay, am I only going to be streaming Smash, or should I try and expand out to something different? So eventually I brought Smash down to just 1 day a week, which is Smash Sunday.
Mm.
So we have Smash Sunday and then Marvel's Monday, of course. And then Wednesday and Friday are the 2 other days that I stream, and they're kind of whatever Wednesday and fuck it Friday, because I never really have a consistent plan of what the hell is happening. But yeah, that all happened because of like when COVID started, like I was going hard with the streams. Like I was doing it like every day to the point where it was literally just like burning me out so hard.
Mm.
But I could see that being consistent with it and like going live at the same time was really helping grow the stream out. So it's definitely good to have that in your thought when you're making a schedule, or if you are going to have a schedule, you should definitely think about that. But what I present, like how I present to what I'm gonna play with or how I tell it to the viewers, like what's gonna go on, I'll normally just like say what's going on during the stream, or like if we have a theme going. Like for instance, I've been playing a lot of Mario games on Wednesday, so now we're calling it Mario Wednesday, I guess. So every Wednesday, I guess I'm playing a Mario game, and then it brings it down to like Friday. It's like, okay, what the hell am I doing on Friday? I don't even know. So yeah, definitely having an idea of what you're gonna do is helpful. And basically what I do is I just tell people in Discord like, hey, this is what we're doing today. Or even if I don't know, like sometimes I'll just be straight up like at the end of the stream, I'll be like, all right, guys, like I'll see you on Friday, and we're gonna play. Actually, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna play, but we're gonna play something. You know what I mean? And then like they'll be like, oh, okay, and then like I'll literally announce like right when I go live, like, yeah, we're playing this today.
Facts.
So I don't know. I have issues staying consistent with that, but I'm working on it.
I mean, nothing wrong with surprises, man. Viewers like surprises, man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. So fuck it Fridays. Yeah, hey,
I like that though.
So and I want to touch on that because like I know like Jay, you do a very good job of this as well as and I saw like in the chat, and I'm sorry, I know like, hey, everyone in chat, like I love y'all, and it's something I'm gonna have to kind of like read back over like after the presentation. But I did glance at like social media, in Discord as well. Like I know Jay, like I've always seen like your events coming out, like tournaments, crew battles, things like that. You have like these very well put together like banners, flyers, stuff goes out on Twitter. It's a great way to reach your audience. Discord, a great way of keeping in touch with your viewers. Let them know what's to come. You can do some announcements, or like the days that you're just not feeling it. You can deliver it to them, like that as well, or Twitter if they follow you.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get the word out as well. So most effective is absolutely during the stream, and then like just other ways to kind of like reach out to like your viewers, your fans is like Twitter, those other social media platforms.
I'm working on that because eventually I do want to move over to YouTube, because sometimes the streams are like so fucking funny that like I could easily edit this whole stream into like a 20-30 minute YouTube video, and it would probably, I mean, it could perform well, but at the same time, when you're still trying to grow, things are going to be
Yeah.
tough at first.
I mean,
So what I'm doing for right now is I'm trying to like edit funny clips and then
okay.
like just post them on Twitter. And they seem to be going pretty well. Like, they
Yeah.
get like 15 likes or like 20 likes.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to grow on Twitter as well. I need to be more consistent on Twitter as well, like post when I'm going live there. Because for right now, I really only post in Discord when I'm going live,
Mhm.
and then I just post like highlights on Twitter.
Yeah, it's very good, and I know like modern day nerd, like I said, he does a great job on Instagram. He uses Instagram. I've seen others like Platinum Gumbo as well. An announcement they're going live on Instagram. He's always got like the highlights or like we spoke about in your clips. You throw that up on Twitter. My boy creates these highlights, throws them up on the gram. Everything is like well professionally done. I absolutely love like all that work. Yeah, just a little video that I watched on YouTube. It covered like going for like partnership and stuff, and this lady was basically discussing like using social media as a means for going for partnership. Because from what I understand, that they look at things like how are you marketing yourself? How's your social media? Are people actually responding to your tweets, things like that? And I've seen a huge spike in popularity when it comes to uploading clips and stuff to Twitter. It's really awesome. And me, I broke this down years ago, even when it came to YouTube. Like when like I said, I like to do skits, things like that with one of my buddies. And I could not, here's a very good example. When I go to YouTube, not YouTube, I'm on Facebook, right? I want to share a video that I, put all these hours into editing, blah, blah, blah. I'm ready to share it. You throw it up on Facebook, here's what's not going to happen. You're probably only one or two people bored enough are actually going to click this link, because where does it take you to? It's going to take you to YouTube, right? People are lazy. It's just a simple fact. If I now take this same video and upload it to Facebook, which enables it to now autoplay, they don't have to go anywhere external. They will watch it and react to it. Now on Twitter, like, yeah, you can easily post like, "Yo, go check out my new video," blah blah blah. And like I said, it's just the people who really rock with you. They're probably going to click this link. But if you upload a clip and it's auto playable on Twitter, is the chances are they're going to watch it, retweet it, etc. And like that's what's the most effective on Twitter right now, is actually uploading a clip, in which is I've started doing. You throw in your hashtags and you really work it like that. Like you got to know how to push your content like out. Now I would say hashtags is a huge thing. Same for Instagram, works in the same similar fashion. Uh, so yeah, it's just little research I did with that when it came to like pushing out your content, and I definitely recommend social media. I think it's going to play a major factor, down the road, and it'll just help you push your brand even more. If something you can get into, and customizing your going lives, right? Streamlabs has a built-in auto tweet that says, I'm live, right? And I'm guilty of just allowing it to do that. But like the ones that I enjoyed the most was people who took the time to create a custom thumbnail, or they're tying in a GIF and they got the right tags in it, and they really put the feeling in behind what they're actually going to be doing on that stream, like ahead of time. Like those go a longer way than just the auto, twitch.com/ShinobiXX, hey, we live, baby, like because it's going to be the same thing over and over again. You want to add the uniqueness to it and stuff like that. So
Absolutely.
that's just my thoughts on that. Let me see. Before I get into the next slide, did anybody else want to touch on as far as like presentation, announcements, schedule?
I'm new to Twitter, so man, I'm getting used to it, man.
Oh,
Ain't the same, ain't the
hey,
same as Instagram. You see my love on Instagram,
hey,
man.
check it out, baby. Bring the same energy from the gram to the Twitter,
I'm
and you will
trying,
be fine. Trust me. I can.
trying,
I already feel it, bro. You might not be able to get those super long highlights in there, but I'm sure you're gonna make it work. Okay, and then slide them
yeah, I just
hashtags in there.
I mean, I know I need to dumb down the videos on Twitter, because you know me, man. Them 3-minute videos on Instagram can take like a good 2 or 3 hours while I'm at work trying to edit
I'll be
them.
watching that
Oh,
whole like black man video, like it's just like, hey yo, this new film dropping, the boy modern day nerd. I'm in for a full length feature film, baby, because it's slapping long when it's on IGTV and not just the regular like the quick
yo,
thing.
for real, man.
Yeah, yeah. I tried to upload something one day. I was like, hey bro, this is too strong. You need to be on IGTV. I'm like, damn. I was like, okay, let me scroll back to that 1 minute, because I'm not going to IGTV yet.
It's that dedication, man. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
I feel it. I feel it. All right, so let me go to the next slide here.
It's a feature long dedication.
Dedication, baby. So this is a very important one too. This came about from a discussion with Platinum Gumbo, And this one is covering the duration of your stream. How long do you stream? Do you limit yourself on time? Should you have a hard cutoff time? Should the number of viewers affect the duration of your stream? I'm gonna start this one out with how long do I stream? I kind of just stream for as long as like I'm feeling it. Honestly, like if I'm going to be playing a game and I'm playing with my friends, I don't really have like a time for how long I'm actually going to be streaming. So I typically do not limit myself unless the obvious factors of I have work tomorrow, I really have something to do, so I'm going to need this hard cutoff time. Like yeah, I need to be in bed by 10 so I can be ready. But I wouldn't have like a hard cutoff time if like I'm streaming and there's just two viewers and I'm like, damn, hey, after an hour, yo, we out. Like, I'm saying it's just two people. Like, I can't do it. I would say to not really a hard focus on like the number of viewers. I don't think it should affect the duration unless you're going for affiliate. It's a two-way thing to look about it. If you're going for affiliate, the average viewers is a factor in streaming. But if you're after affiliate, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that should affect the duration of your stream. If you've already hit
No.
affiliate, if
Unless you're like going for partner and you're like borderline partner.
right.
Other than that,
Yeah, and we're
doesn't matter.
talking like super borderline, like, oh no, guys, like, we ain't doing this unless we got that 85 with me, or 75, the goal is 75. So yeah, I don't believe it should be considered. So, and yeah, so like, what are your guys' thoughts? Just kind of share with me, like, without hard looking at the numbers, it is something to look at, but like I put an asterisk, and I'm sure I'm gonna bring it up later. Is like I really mean like a hard just staring at the numbers. Is in my personal opinion, you shouldn't let it affect.
So the one thing that I always like to say is that I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? Like, we try and have as much fun while we're on the stream as possible, but at the same time, I have such a small like attention span, and sometimes I can tell just like, all right, I'm going crazy. Like, I need to end the stream. Like, you know what I mean? But for most point, I like to try and stream around like 2 hours to like I like to try and hit the 420 mark. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course.
So we try and get there. Yeah, of course. But viewership wise, I would say like, I don't know, like if it's bumping and then all of a sudden you see it like drop like sharp, and then you just go like, oh shit, like did I fuck up or am I just live for too long? I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, I mean, if when there's like a huge dip, like sometimes it could be like, oh, like maybe I should just end the stream at this point, and then like we could pick up on it again the next time or something like that. Because like at the end of the day, you have to remember that your viewers are actual like fucking humans. Like, you know what I mean? People aren't going to be able to watch you for the entire stream. I mean, there's going to be definitely people that are watching you all the time, but at the same time, you don't want to make. I feel like at least that's how I see it. I don't want people to like feel like they have to stay for a long time. You know what I mean? Like let's just play some fucking Mario. Let's try and get a little chunk out of the game, and then we'll pick it up the next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because for instance, like I could play through an entire fucking Mario game, and it could take me like 6 hours. But out of that 6 hours, how many people are going to be watching that or want to watch that the entire time? Probably not too many. You know what I mean? So you got to try and keep it. I don't know. At least that's how I look at it. If it makes any sense.
Yeah, and I mean, just touching on that, for example, like Animal Crossing, which is a game I would never really see myself playing, but they talked me into it. Like I'm just like, yo, I'm just gonna be playing till this time. I'm about to get off, and the next thing you know, it could be like raids, all this like people just are showing up, all these follows, and like I said, like now it's just bumping. Like things have gotten hype out of like nowhere. And
that's the thing. That's another thing as well. Your stream can literally flip a switch at any instant. You know what I mean? Like somebody can come in. Like you could be playing Mario, and there will be like I'm just saying Mario for instance. So you could be playing it for like 18 viewers, and then all of a sudden it drops down to like 6, and you're like, okay, like maybe we'll end off here, and then you'll get rated, and then there'll be like 30 people in, and then it's like, oh shit, well maybe I'll keep going for these guys, all these guys, because you know what I mean? Because at the same time, you don't want to cut it off just because you're ready to call it. Like if there's like for instance, if somebody is raiding, like you got to show those people some content rather than just being thanks for the raid. Adios. Like, thanks for
We
spiking
out,
the
we
average.
out,
You know
yo.
what I mean?
Y'all showed up at a great time. Follow
Yeah.
me.
Wow. We gotta get high average now. Let's go.
Yeah,
You know what
baby.
I mean?
And that's a good point as well. So like actually before we get to you modern day, I forgot about you, baby.
No, no, you good.
This is a huge one for me, right? Because like the other day I was streaming. I think I had just swapped to like Smash Bros, right? Um, and I only had one viewer, and I think that one viewer was me, right? So I'm about 20, 30 minutes in. I've just been in the voice chat chilling with my, my homegirl, and I was in the practice mode. I'm like, damn, like, people are usually here. And then she asked me, he's like, hey, you're almost at 30 minutes. Are you just gonna like end the stream? Nobody's really showing up. And I was like, nah, I was like, I'm having fun. I just want to legit practice, and like I don't mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing this for me. I wanted to play the game. And then sure enough, like a couple of minutes later, I think who was it? Oh yeah, Hoopla shows up, right? I'm like, oh snap, like Hoopla, like what's up? And then next thing you know, now I'm able to create this live me, and then two viewers, boom, there you go. And then so now I'm having fun doing my thing, and then like I think like it could be like anybody, like people like Josh my gosh show up, and just like more people show in. I think I met somebody new that day. You throw up your Twitch in the arena, boom, now I'm up to 6 viewers. So 30 minutes of looking like, oh no, this is about to be a bad day to like, boom, like the network. I know like Hoopla knows me. He's like, yo, what's up? Like Shinobi, you playing Smash right now? Like let me join.
Yeah.
And like boom. So it just works out. So like I don't feel like limiting myself based off like viewers like, oh no, it's the end of the world. Like should be the determining factor of like I should probably just end the stream. Like, if you're in it to have fun and you're doing you, like I think you should just rock with it because you never know what can happen. Like Jay said, like anything could happen like really quick. I can get a random raid and it's just like boom. Like if by just ending it so soon prematurely, like you just opportunity you're missing out on. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You're losing all your opportunity, and that's one of the most important things when you're starting off. Like, it's going to be low viewer counts, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm literally doing this for nothing. But anything can happen at any point, So you just got to keep going.
It's like a business, man. That's how it is. People who own their own business. They might not have a lot of customers that day. They might have a lot of customers that day. That's how I see it as, to be honest.
Facts. Anything extra you want to tie in modern day?
Oh, I mean, as far as my duration of stream, I usually again just go off my schedule. As you know me, Shinobi, I'm the type of man that loves to play single player games. So when it comes to me being determined to finish that single player game that week, my streams might be a max like 5 hours, might be a max of 4. As you see with Street of Rage the other day, I did it back to back, beat the game two times, and my stream was like at 5 hours and like 33 minutes. So it's just based off what type of game I'm playing, what I want to accomplish during that gameplay, what trophies or achievements I want to get. Yes, I'm a trophy hunter and achievement hunter. Not hardcore like other people, but
I used to be.
Yeah, I mean, it just brings extra excitement to the game, and you getting your money's worth, whatever,
Sure.
But yeah, that's just pretty much as far as my schedule now. As far as like a hard cutoff, again, I got rated when I was playing Street of Rage, and like I said, I told my viewers, I was like, yo, I'm gonna end the stream at 1 p.m. Yo, it's 2:00. Next thing you know, it's 2:30. I'm still going because I'm trying to beat this game over here. So like I said, it just mostly just depend on me just playing that game and just enjoying it and getting it done. So it's like, all right, cool, I can move it to the next game. Because again, if you don't know me, go and click on my name. You're gonna see a whole list of games I completed this year alone. I think I'm at my 35th game once I complete Crackdown. And as far as viewers, you should not focus on viewers because trust me, it's a mental warfare game within yourself because you're low view count. And I used to be that person. Let me tell you this one story where it's like I was playing Burnout Paradise, barely no views, and I ended the stream abruptly, and that was just like a lesson for me never to do that again because I got so upset because nobody was viewing. So like I said, I always tell people that story because I think that stream is still there. I don't think I deleted it. Maybe I might have did because I was in my feelings. But again, like I said, you're always going to have that low view count when you start the stream. But for me, in my perspective, and my experience being on Twitch now, like the numbers always fluctuate. Like it usually be peaking around like 11, 12 p.m. or whatever. Then they'll drop down like at 1. Then they'll bump back up just as soon as I'm about to get off. So that's just how Twitch is. And another thing that people don't see Twitch as far as perspective wise, I view Twitch as like, or us streamers as like different clubs. like not off popularity, but who club we gonna chill in for that time and moment. Like, are they entertaining enough? Are they like engaged? Are they engaging with them and stuff like that? Especially when people race. Sometimes people, hit the follow button, just hit the follow button just because they're in the moment and everything. And of course, you might see them again, you might not see them again. But my message to the people that's out there: do not let the views get in your own mind, because like again, it will discourage you, because that's just how Twitch is, man.
Yeah.
For
Mhm.
real.
And I'm gonna say it was worse experience on YouTube to have a negative mindset, because it's actually part of the reason I stopped streaming to YouTube. Is you can be doing very well and people will thumbs down your live stream video for absolutely no reason. Or if you're in a competitive game such as Smash and you just happen to clap their cheeks and they're upset, they're gonna thumbs down your video, which kind of affects like the possible perspective of new people coming in, like, oh, why does this guy have 13 thumbs down? You could absolutely be doing something wrong if you got 13 thumbs down, but like one or two, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, there's somebody just hating. And like what I loved about Twitch when I first got started was just like the positivity, and nobody can thumbs down my stream. If you're not feeling it for some whatever reason, just leave.
Just dip.
It is
Yeah, exactly.
just it. So that's my experience. Is why I switched the uploads to YouTube. I no longer stream to it, but I still love YouTube. Um, so with that, we touched on some stuff. I'm gonna get into and this is called please don't, right? And there's gonna be some stuff that you've already kind of heard us talked about, right? You gotta really pay attention to these ones, guys. And let's see. Okay, so the please don't, guys. So again, please do not hard focus on the view count. I understand that view count, it is important, and I would consider this if you're going for affiliates. Okay, and that's why I put an asterisk next to like hard focus. What I mean is like similar to modern days, like his story is like, oh man, like I'm playing this game, I think I'm having fun, but damn, no viewers. All right, like we out. Like what I'm saying. Like you shouldn't hard focus. Like
Yeah.
have fun, enjoy yourself. Um, Please do not click the viewer list. And this is you can do this in YouTube. Do not click the viewer list and attempt to greet somebody who has joined, who are like probably more than likely just lurking. Um, and I have a story for that. Is like I was a lurker one day because like I wanted to just see how somebody was playing Mortal Kombat one day, and I was like, okay, let me just click in there. I just want to watch some gameplay real quick, right? It could have been anybody. And I join, and I'm literally just watching. I'm like, okay, let's see what's going on here. And then Buddy goes, "Yo, Shinobi, what's up?" I'm like, "Oh God, like what? Like I didn't come here for all that." You know what I'm saying? Like I literally just wanted to watch. And I'll tell you right now what this will lead. Now, typically that made me feel very uncomfortable. It's a true story. I did feel uncomfortable, right? But the only reason I stayed is just because like I understood, right? He had low views and he wanted to try, right? But it's still like a please don't, because like what in reality what typically happens is like I'm uncomfortable and I'll just leave. And I've seen this happen before. Like if you try to address somebody who is not speaking in your stream, they'll just disappear. And like
You got to kick, man.
yeah, and that was my take. For me being a viewer, I felt uncomfortable, so I would have left. I just stuck around because I just like Mortal Kombat, and I was like, screw it, hey, what's up, buddy? you know. So I would stay away from that, clicking the viewer list, trying to determine who's a bot. Yeah, so please don't stop what you're doing. Like you're gaming, you're like, oh man, I only got 2 viewers. Click, ah, that's a bot. Oh, hello, Winston. Don't guys, don't do that.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's just gonna cause people to be uncomfortable.
You gonna scare
Um,
them, man.
you're gonna scare them. I was a very terrified Shinobi. Okay. um, don't ignore somebody in the chat. If at all possible, don't ignore. I Shinobi myself, I am very guilty of missing stuff in chat. I mean, obviously, right now I see you guys, chatting up, and I am going to read it later. And I know, but I know some of my boys. I know Jay, and it's like we can see it, and I've glanced at it from time. But this is the exception. I'm doing a presentation. Forgive me, guys. But under normal circumstances, like it could be the game that you're playing. I understand. Like I play fighting games. You absolutely cannot expect me to stop in the middle of my fight to read your chat, right? So be mindful of the streamer, but on the streamer, you as the streamer, be mindful of the chat as well, if that makes sense. To just avoid ignoring people if possible.
Hold up,
Favoritism.
hold up,
Go
hold
ahead.
up, hold up. You said if that makes sense.
I don't know. What did
Nah,
I say? I said a lot.
nah. You know, as us streamers, there's a lot of people that comes in chat that don't have sense or manners. So it's like you kind of just don't want to turn your
Uh,
neck and yo,
okay.
like yo, man, what's up?
Yeah, I feel like we're. I think we're gonna touch on that, right? That's
All
that's
right, all
gonna
right, all right.
yeah, that's gonna tie in a little bit later. Trust me. That's gonna tie in a little bit. But you're absolutely right. So this is a perfect world scenario. Try not to ignore people in chat. Okay. And then this is something similar. Favoritism in chat. Like to only people who have donated or subscribed to you, right? And I'm not gonna say this is like all female streamers. It's just like there's a select few, like you can kind of see it sometimes that they have this favoritism deal where like I've showed up in their stream and I was like, hey, I kind of got ignored, but then this next guy who sub is like, yo, hey, and they're like, oh my god, hey, welcome. I'm like, wow, like you just completely ignored me, right? So now I feel like I'm not wanted, like I mean, like it's just like I don't really matter here. So that's I would try to avoid favoritism if possible. I would treat everybody kind of like equally, like new, like in the chat and stuff like that. Charging people for things that are typically free. This was a bullet point I added after I created like the PowerPoint, and I felt like I had to bring it up because I was ending the stream one day, and my friend suggested that we raid somebody. So we raid this guy. I was like, oh, cool, another black streamer, right? I'm like, what's going on here? My man's he had the energy, everything go. He had low view accounts like 3. We bumped him up to like 9, 10ish. And then my homegirl, she wanted to support. She actually subbed, right? She was just like, yeah, should recommend him, drop the sub. That's awesome stuff, right? And then he goes like, hey, yeah, say, hey, yo, welcome to my stream, yo. If you want to join my Discord, it's typically $4, but you sub, so I'm gonna waive that fee. Hold on, yeah, let me go full screen. I want to see y'all reaction to that. He's
You
like,
see what I'm saying? Hold up. But that's my point earlier as far as like people thinking like it's like clubs or whatever. It's like, yo, Discord's not a club, man. It's a damn free platform.
yeah, it's free, right? But like, nah, hey, y'all wanna rock with Shinobi? That's gonna be $4. And again, charging people for things that are typically free. Hey, yo, $50 for the webcam. I'm not gonna say the name, but we all know who comes to mind for stuff like that, right? It's like, y'all want my face cam? That's gonna be an additional, 20, $30 to donate right now, right?
Yo, DM me that person, man. I don't know that person.
You don't know that person? Okay. I don't want to say
Ah,
it because
no, that's crazy.
I don't want to say the name on because I'll have to beep it out if we end up saying it. But I'm sure somebody in the chat. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows what's up. So
I'm looking at Josh's comment right now.
I wish somebody would charge me to join the Discord server. I'm telling you, man, that really threw me for the meanest loop, fellas. I was like, you charging? What makes your Discord so popping like that, my boy? Like $4.
I feel like
But,
it makes sense for like some bigger streamers out there, like just to have their Discord be reserved only for like subs or on YouTube members or something
True.
like that. But at the same time, if you're trying to grow a community, probably not the best way to grow it by saying, "Hey, pay to join."
And
what I mean?
Yeah, and just to add on top of that, like I would still try not to do the favoritism, but you can absolutely do something special for the subs. And like I think Jay, like you do something like that, right? It's just like, yo, you know who your subs are, you get a special chat room, things like that. But there's no reason to like exile people who ain't got $4. Like some of your viewers may be like kids, like mommy, give me, I need to join, I need $4. You know what I'm saying? Now they're out selling drugs, trying to make $4. No, I'm just kidding, but.
Yo,
Just
man says exile people.
exile. I would feel exiled. Like I was like, I can't get in. Like I'm not worthy enough to. I really like this streamer, but I don't have $4. Now I feel like less of a person. So it's just something I want to avoid. And like, yeah, just do something special for the subs. Like create their own rooms, give them some special privileges. But a whole Discord that's only for subs. What happens if I didn't renew my subscription? You just gonna bounce me out? Like what's like what's up?
Hey,
Is that how you feel?
What I like to do is for the subs. I like to do every Thursday. We like jump in a voice call with. I'll jump in a voice call with all the subs, and like we'll either play like a game or we'll just shoot the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of the time we're playing like Smash or we'll play like Among Us or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's mostly like also like things will come up. Like for instance, like sometimes I'll have to work or like we'll be doing a stream instead or something like that.
True.
For most sub night has been a good time because it's not like necessarily a stream. It's more of like an event that people could come hang out for.
like a chill event day.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like in the Tekken community, and I'm sure people could do it in Smash is like sub Sundays, right? Just you got a day specific for subs. Like, hey, I'm just only playing with the subs. I mean, it's still kind of like pushing people out, but like you don't necessarily have to push them out. You can just say they get priority over like a queue or something. Like this is for like my biggest supporters right now. We're just but like you relate that information like Sundays is gonna be like the subs priority. Saying like no offense to you guys, blah blah blah. and you can still make that work, right? But it's just like, yeah, you don't want to like completely just like ask the people who can't, subscribe to you or donate or things like that. Um, so coming back to the don'ts, you know, don't feed the trolls in the chat, and this is to be later discussed. I'm just a brief touch on it right now, and don't take things out on the viewers, which is something I was guilty of starting out. I had it really bad. I felt like everybody was a troll, and I'm actually really good friends with somebody I cursed out on stream to this day. But you typically don't want to do it because it might not work out the way it worked out for me. Um, don't beg or be negative. I don't want to come into your stream and be like, oh, nobody wants to subscribe to me. Nobody wants to watch me today. Oh, I have the 4 or 5 years, like nobody wants to talk to me. Hello. Like, you don't want to be like that. I don't recommend streaming when you're down, depressed, or even really sleepy. Because, me playing a fighting game really sleepy, I can tell you right now, it's not going to be pretty, because then it'll just lead to me getting frustrated, and then it'll lead to me taking something out on somebody, possibly a viewer, and then it's just gonna be a bad spiral. Streaming when you're feeling down, I think I'm gonna touch this one a little bit more because I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, it actually could go either way. I have streamed when I was just feeling a bit down, and like the guys, the supporters, they come through, and everybody made me feel tons better. But like if you're just like completely down in the dumps and you don't think something's gonna turn around, I would just avoid it if at all possible. If you're feeling down, just collect yourself, and maybe tomorrow will be better. Same thing for depressed. Sometimes if you really feel like your community might come and clutch it through and make you feel better, you can try it out. But typically when you're not yourself, 100% yourself, I would not stream. Don't force yourself to stream. I've done that before. It just never goes well. I was like, I got the free time. I'm not really feeling it, but I'm going to do it. And man, it's just, you're not going to be creating a good experience for your viewers if you're not at 100% you. Like the other day, people were like, damn, Shinobi, you look upset. I don't know why. I did not feel upset, but they said I looked upset. I think I might start rocking sunglasses when I stream now. Maybe that's why I'm starting to think that's why people do it. It kind of hides these emotions that viewers think that they're seeing. You're like, man, he looks really sad. I'm just going to just rock the sunglasses or something real reflective. I don't know what it is. Like, people like to just see your face. And then this is a little bit off topic, but like sometimes I see my boys got it. Sometimes I don't want to stream with the camera on, and then like I guess because you're known to be a streamer. I see you, Jay. I see. Okay, hey, look, I got some Ray-Bans too. Okay, we all in there. Oh snap, I'm feeling it. I forgot what I was about to say, but like yeah, sometimes your boy don't want the camera on, and then now they're thinking, oh no, what's wrong with Shinobi? Oh. Maybe he's getting beat up in the game. He ain't feeling it. Guys, we do not have to have a camera. It is a nice thing to have, but if I came to Yelmington J stream and in place of his camera it was a red Yoshi, I would not hold that against him. You know what I mean? Like, it's
That's
like
good to know.
yeah, like like for real. And then like some girls do it. Sometimes they don't want to throw on makeup, bro. Like it's a super big thing for them. So with that, let me get into. Let's move it over here. The please don't extras. So yeah, only speaking to people who have donated, only responding to somebody once they have donated. I've seen things like that before. Like again, I'm that guy that said hi, got to ignore it, next person, but I dropped maybe $1, and now all of a sudden it's, oh hey yo, what's up Shinobi? I'm like, oh now it's how hey, what's up? I've seen stuff like that. This ties into what Modern Day was bringing up, and sometimes the chat be wild, right? But when it's not, so it's a little bit different. Glancing at a message. Because there's a camera on, you glanced at my message, I saw you read it, but then you absolutely did not acknowledge it, and then you read the person underneath me. I felt like I don't want to come back here anymore. Like straight up, I was like, wow, like
I'll be straight up with you. I do that all the fucking time, and I don't do it on purpose. It's just I'm an idiot, and I hate reading. And the worst part about streaming is that you have to fucking read the chat. Honestly, like,
yeah,
like I enjoy saying like, oh yo, what's up, but then like I'll watch the stream back and like I'll be like, I'll try and like two people will be talking, and then like I won't realize what the hell they're talking about. And then like I'll look back and I'll be like, oh wait, these guys are just talking to themselves. And I tried to butt in, and like I don't know why. Like I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. And I'm like, I have like, and then I'll read it back and be like, oh, I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, just feel like an idiot, or like I'll just completely miss somebody's chat, and I'll feel like such an asshole. You know what I mean?
You ever thought about getting the application that it speaks to chat for you?
Okay, and I was gonna bring that up.
No.
And
My bad, my bad. Damn,
no,
my
no, no, no,
bad.
no, no. I'm glad you brought it up, but there's the obvious pros and cons of it, right? You're going to have those people, and I had it set up in a way where it would read their name first, right? And like till this
It's
day,
annoying.
the ongoing meme is like Coach Soul says, because like he would not stop typing, right? And then you gotta finesse it, you gotta block certain words, like words that come out sounding like a female's genitalia. I'm like, dude, like why are you doing this? So I personally have used it when I was streaming Monster Hunter, and it was just like my 5 solid viewers who I know weren't going to abuse. Now, instead of abusing it, we actually had fun with it because I played around with the languages. I was like, yo, this French chick, she's sounding pretty hot, guys. I was like, maybe I should make that a channel points thing to turn on the chat, and then at least I'll know what I'm getting into, right? But I would not recommend it as a full blown like I don't want to read the chat. I'm leaving that bot on because it will and can get abused very easily.
Oh, dude, it would 100% get abused on my channel. My viewers, like, the new thing is, like, the viewers like to watch me suffer now. Like, I don't know why that's a new theme. It used to be I would lose money, and now it's they like to see me suffer. It's like, okay, this
It's
is
the
a
best,
great
man.
stream.
Yeah, I've seen
Good
your
content.
your tweet videos when they're playing those loud sound effects that throw you off.
Dude, I was in a crew battle. I had 1 stock left, and somebody plays the loudest fucking shit, and I nearly shit my pants. Like,
Dude,
unbelievable.
I couldn't do it. I'm not ready for that. But in modern day, I know you got like a soundboard too. Like for you, anything ever like throw you off, or is it contained where like, you don't get like some weird woman screeching in your ear?
Nah, it's usually contained because
Okay.
I turn down the volumes to a comfortable setting where it's like, all right, cool, I can still hear it, but it's not like overpowering over anything else. But I have, increased the cooldown time because, like I said, when the cooldown time was like 10 seconds, you got people just using it just to be using it. It's like, yo, man, that's why I be telling people, like, FYI, just use it if it's appropriate to what I'm saying. Don't be just saying using the soundboard for, hey, it's Patrick, and I'm like playing Street Fighter. It's like that doesn't make any sense, man. But
Yeah.
do you, baby? Do you?
Yeah, and I for example, like coming back to like the whole like I miss chat thing, I created a command !chat that would notify me if I missed something, right? And then
Mm.
of course it's somehow gonna be like I almost like wanted to disable it, but like I was like I just started asking people because like to just use it when it's appropriate, like you're saying, because like some people like this one guy was just like, yo, I just like the the gift that pops up. I was like, yes, but please do not do that. I was just like, I'm gonna end up taking it away, which would then people are gonna miss out on something that was useful for them, and you're just abusing it. So sometimes you gotta be like that. I had to time out a kid once, and then he whispered me later and was like, yo, what happened? I was like, you're abusing the command. I asked you guys politely, like, please don't do that. It's the alert command, right? It's like just to let me know that you're going to be stepping away, and it's just something cool and alertful for me. But if you just popped up to say hi and then you type in that command, like you just showed up, like like what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you really stepping away and not? So things to consider when it comes to sound commands. They're cool. It's use them but don't abuse them. And then you can have those fun ones like Jay has. You actually do throw those in at random that throw him off, right? And I do have that soundboard that's tolerable for like any like given thing that I could be doing. Like I actually, I absolutely have those with. And again, we have the ones where it's just like they're situational. You know what I'm saying? It's very situational. So, and that's just it could come down
Back
to
on
you
your
explaining.
command that tells you like, hey, you missed something. I'm not gonna lie to you. My least favorite fucking message that you can send in my chat. Hey Jay, read my last message. Jay, read my last message.
Yeah.
Read my last
Yeah.
message, and I'll be like, all right, let me scroll up all the way and see what your last message was. And then the last message was,
Like,
hey,
hi.
read my message.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
like, really? Like, I'm scrolling all the way up here, and then it's like,
Like, I
and
went
then
pretty
it'll be
far.
something like completely random and completely stupid, and it's like, dude, what are you talking about?
Right, and I saw the Twitch now has this thing where you can kind of like thread. I'm not sure if it's something you enable, but like if two people were talking to each other, they can just thread their conversation to where it doesn't throw us off. Is I'm guessing is the point of it. So I'm like, okay, they're talking to each other, right? They can have a side conversation, and it's something that I'll have to pay a little bit less attention to. Which, again, I don't know how it works, how successful it is. It's just something that I've noticed. You can now do threads, which I like threads. It's cool.
It's nice. That is recent. But I already know when two people's talking to themselves, if the chat is like moving like that. Like I just know the rate of my chat. But if it's moving like like crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I would like the way I have my setup is the fact is like my TV, as you can see over here, where I game is right here. The chat is literally like right there.
Yeah.
So it's like I could just see the corner of my left eye, like just glance over real quick and then just keep it moving. So it's just yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. So with the please don'ts, you know, and like and the reason I started out with the please don'ts first is like what I learned when it came to customer service is like you gotta hit people with the bad stuff first, and then you hit them with the good, right? Because you don't want to just bring somebody all the way down. You know, this is like so. It's always been my thing to hit them with the hard facts first. You know, don't do this, whatever. But here's what you can do. So now we're gonna get into the good stuff. The yes, please. Let's go back full screen. Yes, please. So this is going to be the stuff that I absolutely encourage. The stuff that's going to keep things going and get you moving. So with the yes, please do these. Be yourself. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Be yourself. And with that, you want to be creative, be unique, be the best you can be. You know, it's just all this positive stuff, right? You know, be positive, promote positivity and good vibes. That one also goes a long way. Like in your chat, you should definitely want to promote anybody coming to you is like, yo, like positive vibes here, right? I absolutely do not like people coming in saying like my dog just died. I'm like, shit, dude, I was having a great time until you did that. Yeah, and I put it in my chat rules. You know, it's just only positive vibes. You know what I mean? If at all possible. And then I'm going to now elaborate on
Then
some
what
of
are you
these.
supposed to do? You know, if someone comes in and goes, "Yeah, my dog died," and you go, "Oh, sorry, my rules are you gotta stay positive.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ban you."
Yeah, I'm gonna time you out. I'm gonna give you a moment of silence for you and your dog to time you out for 1 minute.
I mean, not to be honest, like yo, I get a lot of people that come in there like that because of course, I want them to be able to talk about anything they want to talk about. I ain't saying I'm
I
a
understand.
therapist or whatever, but I just try to
See,
comfort them. I try to comfort them as quick as I can,
yeah,
and usually my chat helps me out as well, especially my mom. She's
yes,
usually there to help me and
yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, it's just number one thing is comfort them, and hopefully you can just turn the tide around and saying like, hey, let me sing a song for you real quick, or let me just
Right.
play some music for you, stuff like that,
And it's like Modern Day said, we're not therapists, and I've actually also seen people purposely do this though, like as a troll tactic. They will come in and literally just give you the most saddest story ever, and they want you to react to it. And I absolutely hit that lurk. Like I look at it and I look back and I'm like, I'm sorry to hear that, and I just keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, if you can, yes. I'm not saying you have to avoid these people. It's in the chat rules, right? They should know. But like, yeah, I'm not saying you don't have to be rude about it. Just like, yeah, if you can quickly comfort, like, hey, like I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope things get better. Absolutely. But and to be genuine, you don't just like, yeah, y'all sorry to hear that. hey, air horn. hey, I'm sorry to hear that. Try to be genuine. But like, I was strongly encouraged to just keep because like things just move a lot smoother when there's nothing but positivity. Is like really my takeaway from it is like if you can encourage positivity. So. Elaborating on some of these things now is still please do these with the be yourself. Do not try and imitate others. If it's simply not who you are. No, I'm not saying you can't get ideas from others. I'm all about getting ideas from other people. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And then which will tie into being creative and being unique. So hey, copy my homework, make it look different. You know what I'm saying? Just add your touch on things. If all possible. Again, you're doing things that's going to separate you from others. So being creative, what's going to separate you from others, making people think of you, and possibly like what's more to come. And I got some good stuff to talk about. Is like I'll just do it now. So like Yelmington J, for example, is a really good example of like he'd be doing some wild stuff, and I'm like like I immediately think like I know there's gonna be something next. There's gonna be always something new, and I'm like I wonder what he's gonna do next, right? So very good example of like just uniqueness, creativity, green screen allows things like that. Be the best you can be. Always be your best. Stay well rested, which is something I've not been doing lately. Stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? Hydration. And full of energy self. Like you want to be, like I said, always if possible 100% yourself. And that tied back into like if you're tired, depressed, maybe you should consider just not streaming just until you're feeling better. Be positive, promote positivity, good vibes. We just talked about that. If it's possible, just bring that positive energy to us, and then we're gonna all have a great time, right? That's what it's all about to me. Is like just like I said, having a great time. I don't know anybody who streams to have a bad time. So spread their positivity. It would be very weird, quite weird. It could be somebody's theme. I don't know. And now we're getting into like the fun word change, right? Because we talked about viewers, but in this one I'm calling it checking on your fans and friends, because when you build up this community, you are no longer a viewer. These viewers, like we said, they are people, and they're no longer people. You're a fan. You could be like huge fan, and now you're my friends. Like now I feel like I know you guys on a personal level. Like like you said, like modern days, like hey, you want to check on your people. Like hey, how's the day going? Like you start to learn more about them. Like what I'm saying, like these are like now like my friends. You know what I mean? And that's the way I view it. So, ask how their day is, learn something new about them. Absolutely, hey, if you're cooking something, what are you cooking? You might get a whole new recipe out of it. So maybe they're doing something like, real cool. So with that, let me see. Some yes please extras. With Twitch, you got like channel points now to help expand your creativity, interact with viewers, which is a huge thing, interacting with your viewers, and have a cool custom layout. Layouts are awesome. Yeah. What I would avoid is being a streamer who just has a full screen game display and a voice. I mean, there's just nothing creativity or separating about that. It's just okay. Why would I watch you play this game full screen when there's like 1,000 other people probably doing the same thing? Layouts do go a long way, because like if you're browsing through the Twitch thing and you're just like, man, I don't want to check out somebody random, and all you see is a full screen and a camera. And there's lots of people with a full screen and camera, like similar to like me right now, full screen camera. There is nothing separating me from the other 50 guys with a full screen and a camera. I'm letting you know right now. So having a display, like when I play Tekken, I'm presenting the characters that I play, because like people connect in fighting games by characters and a likeness. Like I like that character too. Having that character in my layout, nice, big, presentable. It's like, man, let me go see what this guy's doing, because I play that character too. I'm very interested. Layouts really help. And yeah, like I said, not just having like something boring and with goals up to you. It's like full screen, just my voice, and here's some goals. Subscribe to me. Why am I subscribing to you? That's just like my view. There's nothing really like keeping me there. So did you guys have anything you want to touch on as far as like some of these like please do's? Go ahead.
So layout. I think that having a layout or some sort of a layout is always a good idea. The one thing that I've noticed from other streamers is sometimes their layouts can be too much. Like you look at it and you're literally like, oh my god, my eyes are bleeding. Like I can't watch this. You know what I mean?
Think you're at Wall Street or something.
Yeah, exactly. So like what I've ended up doing is I'm just having like a very basic layout, like just my camera and then the game in full screen. And like that's honestly been working out for me. And like I have a whole bunch of other scenes that I'll go to and I'll just go hang out there real quick.
Right.
And that's what makes it more exciting.
Exactly.
But like for instance, like I don't want like a bunch of crazy GIFs all over the gameplay and a bunch of crazy shit, like a bunch of different colors as well. You should have seen my layout when I first started, dude. It was literally you would look at it and your eyes would want to fall out of your face. Like it was
Facebook
horrible.
days glitter, the sparkling everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah, because that's what I was like. I need to make this layout look as good as possible, so I just add a bunch of shit onto it.
A little bit.
But
of this.
then, like, once I got rid of it all, I was like, oh my god, like this is so much better. Like
simple.
Honestly. Simple is key.
Yeah.
There you go.
And like I said, now and I did say like you don't want to just have like full screen and like a camera, but like Jay really touched on like what made it stand out is like these other layouts, right? You have these like other scenes and stuff like that. So there's like nothing wrong with it, but like in terms of like what's separating me from the other guys that have the full screen and cameras, like we have these additional layouts, things that could possibly fly across the screen and stuff like that. So you always gotta add like your touch on like something. I'm just saying, like me personally, if I just showed up and you're just full screen and camera, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Well, add that flavor to it, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I respect that. What about you, Modern Day? Any yes pleases or?
I mean, well, going as far as like the overlay and stuff like that. I mean, pretty much this in the background, it is what brings people attention. The fact is that I can move my lights. This beam like moves up and down, changes color and stuff like that. But the main thing is, we touched about it earlier, is your personality. Your personality just have to blossom. And again, if you want to check out my old streams, as far as how I used to be compared to now, is two totally different people. From a quiet guy who just ate food on stream and just play story games, compared to now I'm like singing, I'm doing my voice, my T-Pain voice, I'm interacting with people,
Hey.
I'm being 100% engaged, and I'm being interactive from the beginning of the stream, mind you, 5-hour stream, 4-hour streams to the end of the stream. So
Mm-hmm.
everything just more so just relies on what you put in. As our parents taught us, what you put into it is what you get out of it.
Facts. And I do love my boys' layouts. It's something I used to do when I first started. Was like I would have a layout for each game that I'm playing. So like when you did your Jet Set Radio, off to the right you got the camera, you got a graphical representation of the game. It's like a custom display or layout, if you will, based on the game you're playing. I used to have like the title of the game, somewhere, and then like I'll create a layout where I just grab like a background or a poster, and I'll kind of finesse a layout with it, just to add a little extra touch to it, like. So, stuff like that.
Oh, hold up. But you know what I do when I do my retro streams, right? You notice my retro streams is different compared to my modern streams, right?
I think you're changing like the layout based on the game that you're playing, correct?
I don't even change the layout. The only thing I simply do is I grab a picture and
Yeah.
I'll just blow it up and
Yeah.
I'll just move it to the right. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and and that's exactly like some of the stuff that I used to do for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like I love that touch to it. You know what I mean? Like it helps.
It's distinguishable.
Mm-hmm. It sets the tone.
But you also got those people be like, yo, what game you playing? It's right there, right below.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, you already know what it is. Just check the layout, baby. The game is there and everything. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yo, what system is for?
Oh my god. Okay. You can put in the title, PC Tekken. Yo, what's this on? Okay, Mr. Non-reader. Let me humor you. It happens.
Well, with me and Shinobi over here, I would literally put in my streams in parentheses. Yo, this is PS4, this is Switch, this is Xbox. Hey, yo, what system is this for? Yo, man, what the?
Maybe I'll have to update a command every stream. !system, and !system, baby. Let's keep it moving.
Oh man,
I don't know, right? We'll have to figure out something.
We get a chuckle out of it though. Like we laugh about it. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, or like my favorite one is like when I'm playing, like I'll just use Smash Bros. Like I have a picture of Sheik and Terry, and like who do you main in this game? I'm like Bayonetta, like because if it wasn't a dead giveaway by my layout, I absolutely main Bayonetta. Don't mind the Sheik or Terry in the pictures,
Yo, man,
no significance.
That's Twitch for you, man.
Yeah.
Twitch is funny, man.
Yeah, dude. I question what people see. Sometimes, honestly, So I do.
Know.
Yeah, I do get a chuckle out of it.
I'm looking at Jay's face right now.
Yeah.
I know. You never know what you're gonna run into.
Yeah.
You run into some fucking crazy people. That's for sure.
So, speaking of like, you don't know what you're gonna run into. Like, I'm gonna get into a fun topic. The streamer struggles. Okay. There's absolutely.
It can be a struggle sometimes.
It do be a struggle.
Sometimes that partner that partner journey. That's a struggle.
Oh my god, yeah, and I feel like to this stream, this very discussion is what's gonna help those people going for a partner, right? Because and the reason that I wanted to get on board with my boys Jay and Modern Day Nerds, because like I feel like they're doing everything right. I feel like when I think success, and I think like, man, like potentially going to be not even potentially, they're going to be partnered like down the road. I think these two guys, because like I show up to the stream and I'm never going to be bored. I'm always well entertained. And like I said, don't focus on those hard viewers, but my boys get 20 to 30 viewers, so I'm just like, very good examples, right? And these are the guys that I wanted to touch base with and get their insight on stuff. And I'm the guy, like I maxed 10 viewers, right, which is still a huge accomplishment for me, especially in Tekken, because I'm nobody in Tekken, and I primarily stream Smash Bros, which is 90% of my follow base. So when I switched to Tekken, it was pretty much starting from scratch. But we're gonna get into stuff like that a little bit later as well. We actually do touch on trying new things and switching, stuff like that. So, but yeah, like I said, the boys, Yamats and Jay, Modern Day Nerd, man. That's why I'm really glad they're here with me, because these are the guys you should be checking out, man. And I just hope they recommend.
When I first started streaming, one of the first streams I came into was the Shinobi stream. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was like the second stream I ever watched on Twitch, Shinobi. Okay,
Word.
I came in with Hoopla and we were smashing. And he wasn't even here. He was like taking a shower. He just left the stream on. He left the arena open. Yeah, it was a good time. We honestly,
like, yo, just y'all do you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Shinobi's chatting
it,
with us in the chat, and it's like he's just like another guy in the chat. It's fantastic.
but it
I
is
loved it.
it is absolutely the best story ever because like I remember, dude, like they like Hoopla showed up. I'm like, oh shit, like Hoopla, that's a unique name. That's interesting, right? And then Jay shows up. I'm like, okay, I'm about to get trolled. Like they were just going at it, dude. They were talking shit to each other. I was like, okay, they're not directing these comments towards me, so maybe I'm not being trolled. I was like, this seems interesting, and I was like, well, what's going on here?
The
And
only
like,
reason why I came in was because I had just met Hoopla. He had just come through to my stream for the first time, and we were chatting it up in Discord. He made my entire Discord for me.
oh, nice.
And we were friends on Twitch, and it said that he was watching Shinobi. And I go, oh, okay, you know what? Hoopla, he's not answering my text. He's just he's watching somebody stream. I'm going to go in and call him out. And then I went in, and it was,
Called them out, talked some shit,
history
played some
from there.
games,
It's
and
history
they had me laughing so much so I was like, I think I clicked on like Jay's like name. I was like, oh, like he streams, right? And like I had to watch like a past stream, right? And this ties into some stuff later, right? But I clicked on this past stream. I was like, oh, this dude seems interesting. Of course, me being me, I'm just like, I was like, this is an interesting white dude. I'm like, what's going on here? And I'll scroll back a little bit, seeing where's like Buckaroo and stuff. I'm like, this is interesting. It's different. I was like, seems a bit odd. I was like, I'm going to follow, right? And it was really just something about like his streams, like at a glance, I was like, I feel like I need to follow this guy. Like I just like, and I'm very glad I did. You know what I'm saying? And again,
Me too.
hell yeah, dude. This is something that's gonna again tie in later, guys. It's gonna tie. Yeah. Ooh, you already know. You already know. So let's get back to these struggles. Let's get back to these struggles, baby. The struggles.
Because it's not always great, guys. It's always a struggle as well.
It is always a struggle, man.
The moment you hit start streaming, it's a struggle.
Oh,
That's the hardest part for me is to start the stream.
Start the stream.
Honestly, is that just me? Like starting the stream is the hardest part of the whole fucking thing.
Why?
I don't know.
I was nervous hitting start stream today.
I always have like an issue like starting the stream up and like who is gonna come through, what kind of stream is it gonna be today. But once the stream starts, it just flows.
Smooth
And
sailing, baby. Smooth sailing.
Everything is so nice. Yeah, that's
flows.
definitely one thing that I've noticed. Yeah.
So here are some of the things, right? Here's some of the struggles. Streaming what you enjoy. There is an asterisk next to this. Let me go through the rest of these, and I'll come back to that. Actually, there's a whole nother slide where we might be able to come back to it. Low viewer count. That is, it is a struggle. Again, it's not something you want to hard focus on, but you're going to consider that struggle. And like Modern Day Nerd said earlier, it could affect like your mood possibly. Trolls and harassment is something that Modern Day Nerd we want to like touch on as well. There's going to be some people in the chat that's just straight acting a fool, and it could affect you and your experience. And then the common one is getting burnt out, overwhelmed, things like that. So actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and discuss it now because we're definitely gonna get into like overcoming these struggles. So I'll elaborate on like streaming what you enjoy before we get to the slide. So streaming what you enjoy, it could be a struggle because if you like, I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I've actually never played it in my life. It could be potentially a game that doesn't get any views whatsoever, right? So you have now thrown yourself into a pool of nothingness, and it's very unfortunate is all I'm going to say. It's quite unfortunate. It's something that you enjoy, but nobody watches it, okay? It's just the sad reality of it is you could potentially very much enjoy something that nobody's interested in. Low viewer accounts, like I said, we already kind of like, talked about, that. Actually, let's go ahead and change the slide, right? Let me get into like overcoming these struggles, right? Because I really... bullet point, we're going to hit how do we get over the things that we kind of just discussed, right? So overcoming these, like we're talking about, streaming what you enjoy. I do want to say don't sacrifice your happiness for the views, and what I mean by that is say that Dungeons and Dragons, like I said, it gets no views, but what you don't want to do is play a game that gets views, but it's not something you necessarily enjoy. Because now you're just not having a great time, and I mean, what are you really going to expect out of it? And then when you're ready to switch, nobody potentially is going to be with you. Stick to something that it is that you're going to enjoy. Essentially, stream less saturated games. Like I said, that could tie into you're probably just playing a game that nobody actually watches. So I would say do some research. Actually, if there's a game that you want to try out, go to Twitch, type in that game. Pull up the category, see how many viewers are in that category, how many streamers are streaming it, see how things are going before you just throw yourself blindly into this pool. That I would definitely recommend doing some research about I mean, by this time, you know what popular games are, Smash Bros, etc., things like that. You know, if you are really in this pool of a game that you know gets no views, there's more than likely a community for it. Like, cause like there's always somebody out there that likes something you like, right? You know, it's just I strongly believe that, and there's going to be a community like Discord communities for that game, and then maybe you can reach out that way and then find some viewers like, hey, by the way, guys, also stream if y'all want to come through, and then now you're having a great time. You can build up like that. So a little way to kind of overcome things like that. Low viewer counts again, not hard.
Hold on.
What's up?
Hold up. Before you move on to low viewer count, man.
For sure.
You see how I roll, man. I play what I want,
Yes.
how I want,
Yes.
whenever I want. And even like I always tell people that comes to my streams, they're like, yo, what game is this? I never saw this game before. And that's why I be telling people, like, when it comes to my streams, like, I'm going to play games that you probably never even heard of. But at the end of the day, I promise you, you will be intrigued by it because of how I'm playing it, how I'm loving it, how I'm enjoying it, stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. So to add on to that, like I said, just play what you want. Like, I'm not one of those type of players where it's just like, multiplayer games all day. Nah, we're going to do some story games. We're going to do some multiplayer games. We're going to do some retro games, hence the name Modern Day Nerd, yo. So just play what you want. Have fun. That's all that really matters. That's what Twitch is mainly about before all the shenanigans happen or whatever the case may be. And that's what game is about. That's what you're here for, right? All right.
Right. So
there's definitely been days where I'm like, oh, I really want to stream this game, but then I'm like, okay, none of these people probably even know what the hell this is, and so why would I do that?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, Zookeeper Simulator. I play in that Zookeeper Simulator. I got a couple people to buy it and play it with me, and we had a crazy time, and it was a pop and stream as well. You know what I mean?
You see what I'm saying?
So
So you literally have to just do what you want at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's your stream. You gotta have fun with it.
And so check this out. I'm not sure where this is in my presentation, but I'm glad you guys are saying this because I do have something to kind of like add to it, and it's up for a discussion thing. This is just going to be my view on the situation, right? It ties back into like don't sacrifice your happiness for the views. You're going to want to try these different games, right? And like I said, your viewers may not know what it is, etc., things like that. But here's what I found to be what works, right? By this time, you've probably had a solid game that you played. You built up your viewers. You got your solid. I'm gonna say like for me, for example, I have a solid 3 to 5 viewers, right? So now I have these people. No matter what I'm playing, I know they're gonna show them like, yo, like you're saying, like, yo, what is this game? Blah blah blah, right? And then so now that I know that I have this base and with me, and I want to try something new, I know they're gonna be there to support me. So now I can actually dive into this game that has low view count, and now I'm the guy with the view count. And then so the other people browsing that category might say like, yo, what's it going on? How is he, what's going on? 5 people up in here, what's good? And then I found that to be the most successful way to branch out into these new categories, bringing your group with you. You know what I'm saying? Versus going straight into it with like nobody. You have nobody to really back you up, and it's just like fishing in a pond. That hasn't been refilled. Is the kind of way that I see it. So like modern day nerd, you say like I'm playing whatever I want, whenever I want. You've got the base for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, somehow, some way, you built it up, and now you got people that rock with you. It's like, yo, what we on today? Battletoads. Like, all right, cool, let's check it out. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, Jay, like, I know Jay got his people. It's like, today, farming simulator. Like, all right, Jay, where the corn at? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to, having that base and building up is what allows you very easily, I should say, to be able to branch out, boom, bam, jump around. You know what I'm saying? That's my view on it. Modern day nerd, he's giving it the thought. Okay. Oh, we got his approval. Okay, yeah. Okay, because I had a coworker. He did that when he's storing up those thoughts. Okay, so
I feel like I wanted to add on to something, but I totally forgot. But it's all good, man. You touched on everything.
It's my fault. I talk too much.
At the end of the day, just do what you want to do. It's tough to stream games that have. The one thing that I definitely noticed is it's really hard to stream the games that have such a competitive market. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say I like Fortnite, but like if I was going to stream Fortnite, it wouldn't go that well because there's so many goddamn people streaming that game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there is a point where you have to kind of know, like, and especially like if you're like, for instance, like I'm not very good at that game, so like it wouldn't be that exciting to watch. It would just be another dude playing a game that So that's definitely something that I think about every once in a while. You have to, like, I don't know. There's definitely some pretty competitive
research,
markets.
Right?
Yeah.
It ties into research. I mean, like, and say like if you wanted to go into Fortnite, Jay, so like I said, I honestly believe because you now have your don't shake your head no because you have your fan base, you already know like let's do a rough example. I know like Josh Magash is gonna swing through like Jay's trying out Fortnite, right? Like I still believe you're gonna have your people there supporting you Fortnite, right? So you're not starting from the bottom in that category. And like it ties back to my story. When I swapped to Tekken and went full blown Tekken, I literally started from zero, like nothing. Which that's something that I had to accept, right? It's just like I'm not a competitor, or like I'm not. I've been to tournaments, nobody really knows Shinobi execs, things like that. So yeah, I just literally just wanted to play Tekken, and like I was stuck on it. It's something that I knew I wanted to do, and I didn't really care about the views, and it worked out, right? Like now I would say, on average, my average according to Twitch is 6 viewers, which is absolutely fine with me, and I peak around 10, 11 people, and it's a very welcoming community, and like it's still growing, so I'm loving it, and like yeah, like like I said, like I didn't have that fear to try something new, and I had like my 2 to 3 people to back me, like J-Ron, for example. He doesn't know a damn thing about tech, and he would still show up and have alert for me and stuff like that, just kind of support me that way. And like those people, like it really helps, man. Like it really helps having your people with you, and then you're able to branch out. So it's good stuff. So let me see.
Hold on, hold on.
Go
I
ahead.
got something that they was saying.
Go ahead.
As far as like a saturated game,
Yes.
you can use that as your advantage because seeing the fact that you're like I said again, that doesn't even matter to me as far as a saturated game because like I said, I feel like you yourself will stand out compared to other people. Like for example, if I'm playing a saturated game, people's gonna scroll through, but when they see something colorful like this going on in the background, or what you have, Jay, going on in the background, that's gonna intrigue them already. And if you trash at a game, if you never played a game before, that's even more entertaining because first of all, you're doing a lot of deaths, a lot of dying or some stupid stuff. A lot of people like that, man. People like that. Like for example, I was playing Last of Us 2, very saturated game. Day one when it first came out.
Oh, yeah.
I took the day off, streamed for like 8 hours. Straight popping. Anytime I stream the game, straight popping, even though it's oversaturated.
Yeah.
Now a game that's less saturated, hey, that's my fill, baby. I play Yakuza series. Nobody don't play no damn Yakuza in US.
Yeah, sure.
That's my fill. So it's just like again, you just gotta do you, man. Use what you have as advantage, and just go from there, yo.
That's very true. So like when you're doing things like the Yakuza, like would you say like do you see like your common like people coming through? Have you gotten like new people from it? Like
of course I got new people because like I said, not a lot of people stream Yakuza. What's most other games I've been playing? I'm not even gonna name it all, but like I said, Yakuza is like a prime example right there.
Okay.
Where a lot of people, not a lot of people play it. And me, I played throughout the whole damn Yakuza series on stream and everything. So now I'm just waiting for the new one to come out for Xbox, in November, stuff like that. I definitely will be streaming that. But that's just a game, for example. Just play what you want.
Just play what you want.
That's all I gotta say.
I dig. And see, and this is why I'm glad I got you guys, right? Because like this is only like my view, and I would, like I said, I love your guys' input because, like I said, you guys are very good examples, and you're doing everything right. So thank you for sharing that. So, yeah, guys, again, this is prevailing, right? This is like pushing through, right? And it's not all one opinion. That's why I got my boys here with me, right? It's just to get all of our take on this. So again, low review count. I'm gonna start right here again. Don't hard focus on the number. It is a determining factor if you're going for affiliate after affiliate. Don't worry about it so much. And like I said, unless you're doing the whole partner thing, I completely understand. Be the best streamer you can be for the ones who are there, right? It's like, when I went to Tekken, I got the three viewers or whatever, however many. Like it's just like I'm just gonna be myself. Like I'm just gonna do me, have fun, play the game, and be interactive with them. That comes to like reading the messages, things like that. Things that are a lot of like real successful for a lot of streamers. It's just like being interactive with them. Like Smash Bros is an interactive game. I found multiplayer games to be like very interactive. They can join you, things like that. Jay, freaking awesome representation at like Marbles Monday. Everybody in the chat is something that everybody in the chat can participate in and find. Like that stuff is awesome, and I think that shit blows up, bro. It's good stuff. Giveaways, this now. I gotta touch on this giveaway thing because I got a buddy. Let me wait. Channel points, right? Channel points talked about being able to expand your creativity, stuff like that. Let me finish the low viewer count. I'm gonna come back to this giveaway thing. Continue the stream and speak as if people are there. You got the low viewer count. Like do you continue to speak as if people are there. Like that truly does help because, like I said, I was a lurker in somebody's stream, and like if he's just sitting there like bored, like somebody got a foot off in his crack or something, and the man just like. It looks boring, like what I'm saying, like what are you hyping up? Because like if you are say doing your thing, you're still having a blast. You play a game with your friends, so you're laughing, you're having fun. Somebody's like, dang, man, they having a lot of fun. What's going on? Maybe I can join. Now I hit, hey, now I'm a viewer who's actually talking. I'm not just lurking, right? You gotta be able to draw the lurker out. You don't address them. You don't hit the thing and find their name like, hey buddy, how's it going? It's creepy.
And you can't just like wait for as a viewer to come in as well. Like just be sitting there and waiting. And then once somebody comes in, start talking like,
yo, when you see the increment, we got one viewer.
Let's go. Thank you for the host.
Oh yeah, baby. Like we in there. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
It's starting now.
Oh my god! Now the stream's starting, baby.
And then he leaves. And I go, oh, okay.
Dude,
I have to eat dinner. All right. Well, thanks for watching the stream, guys.
Nah, with me, man, like I said, I talk. Doesn't matter how many views in there, because like I said, if I'm talking by the time a viewer comes in, they think I'm probably having a conversation with somebody else, and I'm actually just being the crazy one, just talking, just trying to make commentary and stuff. Like people love that stuff, man. And another thing I do. If I see my view count, like I said, I don't look at my view count as much as I do, but when I see like get a boost, one thing I'll try to do is like, hey, new viewers, everybody that's coming through, hey, welcome to the stream, this and that, don't be afraid. Right. Come on in, say welcome, say hello, I'm here to interact. That's it, just one welcome them, so that at least they know, like, all right, cool, yo, he acknowledged, even though I ain't even say nothing, whether it's he or she, stuff like that. So yeah.
And that would be the proper way to do it, right? Not clicking the name and finding the name, addressing the name, like, saying like like I said, and that's the thing, we're going to notice it, and that's why I put the asterisk. I was like, don't hard focus on it. So like that's a very good example. I would do the same similar thing. I was like, hey, we're up to like 13 viewers. I'm just like, hey, for anybody new here, blah blah blah. Feel free to do some self promotes. Explain your you want to be open. Let people like, you gotta be afraid to talk. But I mean, like it's very situational, and be tactful about like how you approach it. Because like I said, I've been in a dude stream and like my guy had like 0 viewers and then it popped in one, and then it's still a little bit awkward. He's just like, hey, I don't know why nobody wants to talk, but he did it like this. Like, I don't know why nobody wants to speak. I mean, hey guys, feel free. It's an open community. It's like I get it, but he already tackled it the wrong way when he came, because like that came off as like a little bit negative, like, oh, nobody wants to talk to me. Come on guys, be tactful with it, what I'm saying? It's just think about the approach, and then it could work out. It could play in your favor for sure. So that was continue to speak as if people are there, right? And then to be discussed later. This is a very good one. Networking with others with similar interests, and that, for example, tied into like my conversation earlier where I was streaming for 30 minutes, Smash Bros. Nobody came through, but then my boy Hoopla showed up, right? It's like, oh shit, Smash Bros, right? And like this was only like possible because like, hey, like I know Hoop, right? We follow each other. He saw what I was playing, boom. Hey, the homies are coming through, right? That's really how that works. And again, to be discussed later. Trolls and harassment. How do you get past that? Seek a loyal viewer, a friend, or a fan out to be a moderator. Yo, moderators, they do become in clutch. And do not engage in any arguments or confrontation from rude people. Some people they like that. Like they'll join your stream just to throw you off and to kind of spike some type of something reaction out of you. Avoid just really avoid those and keep your positive energy. I recommend timing out stuff like that, or banning depending on the severity of the situation. How uncomfortable it makes you is what it comes down to. And I feel like we can touch on this trolls harassment stuff, because I know modern day nerd, you brought up something, you're like, hey, I looked over, I see some stuff, and I'm like, you kind of like ignore it. You guys want to touch on just like trolls dealing with harassment? And I've seen like some harassment in Jay's stream before as well, like
one word, man. Ban. That's it. Next topic, yo.
Next topic.
I don't got time for that, man. I don't got time for that. If the chat is popping, you got all these people conversing and stuff like that, and you can get this one douchebag that comes in, man. I ain't gonna waste my breath. I ain't gonna waste no time. There's too many fishes in the sea as far as like me getting these viewers, and again, that's a bad representation on my channel. If a person's coming in sideways like that, it's like, yo, check the energy at the door before you come to the stream, yo.
Yeah,
for sure.
And
I've definitely run into some issues with like some trolls in the past, for sure. I don't know if it's just like necessarily the games that like attract them or what, because like I really run into that like mostly the only 2 games that I consistently get trolls in is when I would stream Jackbox, which for obviously reasons. And then second one is for some reason Mario 64. It just attracts like assholes for some reason. Like, dude, the one time literally someone came in with like 8 different accounts and just started spamming the N-word. And like it's like, dude, like what the like I ban and then like another one would come in and it's like, okay, like what's happening? Like I don't understand.
They thought they were stuck in the 90s.
So yeah,
Yeah. It's like what the fuck?
yeah, and you got to have to approach that stuff. You know, you could ban words, you could ban phrases. Like for a while, it's still kind of certainly happening. It's buyfollows.com. So you know, instead of banning each individual bot accounts, they're going to keep making more, and then now they space out the word. You ban the word. I think I banned the word fan because like nobody has ever came into my stream in the history of my year of streaming and said the word fan. Now, coincidentally, somebody did say, "Why is the word fan banned?" I'm like, "Why are you even using the word fan? Who uses that word?" Like, you know, so, but you know, you can tactically, for the most part, approach banning certain things to kind of keep it from ever just popping up in the stream. Like I said, mods are good to have, and sometimes like when they're not there, you know, things kind of like linger there for a little bit too longer than it should. So, you know, if you see any trends, things like that, you know, see what you can do to kind of like block it all together. Like I said, there's like some bot spamming something.com. I just grabbed like those keywords that were in the trend and banned it. I haven't seen it since. So, you know, be mindful of, you know, bots, like you said, they come in making all these different accounts using the N-word. You know, it's like sometimes you got to approach it from like, what are they spamming, and just knock that out. You know what I'm saying? Just like, boom, kill it. So on the topic of prevailing, right? It's like we take experiences, like we're gonna go through it, and like I'm glad we're sharing this, like, you know, with these guys that are thinking about going to streaming, because it's stuff that you're gonna end up dealing with, right? And like prevailing and overcoming, to me, what's gonna work best, and I'll start with like Discord, is like you can. I mean, I know my boy like Modern Daenerys like, yo, I got the bare bones Discord, baby. Like, ain't nothing but a chat and a voice chat. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably thinking right now, he's like, damn, I got it good, right? Because I got a lot going on. So like for like Jay and like my Discord, it is like when you enter the door, you can't do anything. Like you have to either agree to a set of rules and you have to sign up for stuff. So you can't come in and just start spamming, right? And like, you know, it will give us time to kind of weave out like, you know, are you a bot, things like that. So like there's little controls in place, and then of course you got your moderators in the Discord as well. So, you know, I would definitely recommend for anybody's Discord, don't allow people to just jump immediately in and do whatever. You know, have some type of mechanism that makes them click a button, you know, to get going, or sign up for something, and then it opens up those chats, right? You know, it's about like the roles and what can those roles do. Do not give everybody the ability to like adhere. You know, things like I stripped like I got several complaints, and I was new to like Discord and stuff, but I'm in IT, so I like to automate everything. So I stripped all the adhere stuff except for like birthdays. Like not even my own announcements have like adheres, unless just like feel something that's important that I need everybody to absolutely know. You know, because I don't want anybody being overwhelmed with like notifications, things like that of that nature, and like, yeah, just having that control over, you know, what people are able to do. Because I heard the stories of somebody, you know, join your stream, and then they go in a frenzy of add everybody, boom, 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 and now everybody's phones are blowing up for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
You got to make sure that shit's turned off. I personally don't have the thing where you need to do something when you enter. Like you have access to like the general chat and like the basic stuff, but I have a whole like React for roles for like there's like a bunch of different subcategories, I guess. So like that unlock like the Smash Bros channels and Mario Kart channels and shit like that.
Yeah. But you know, at least they're limited in some form and fashion. Yeah, but I just you know, bend backwards, open up, hey, welcome. You know, I probably would avoid that if possible. So cool.
Yo, I remember when I first started using Discord, man, I was like, yo, what is this, man? I was lost like a mother love. Just like saying my phone was blowing up. Not only that, to mute Discord, but I had to mute the notifications within Discord. It's like, yo, man, this is nuts.
Yeah.
That's why they call me bare bone modern day nerd over here, yo.
Yeah, it gets out of hand. My Discord, see, it went from being to, oh my god, there's too much, to the now it's too complex, right? You can't please everybody. Mine is designed in a way where you control what you see, and you can absolutely mute every single individual channel. But I actually created a role called mute that strips away the actual channels. Therefore, you will not even see them or have a need to mute them. They're just not there. So like you know what I'm saying, like I put a lot of work into mine to address a lot of the issues that I had starting out. Was, you know, like, oh, too many of this, too many of that. So now it's absolutely silent. You know, I even did a poll one day, like, what do you guys want out of this? Go, I want people to be more active. And so like everybody who voted more active are literally the ones who say nothing. I was like, so how do you want more activity and you're not even giving us the activity? So you know,
exactly.
You guys got the not safe section?
Yeah, oh yeah,
The
yeah,
what?
yeah. You have to react with the
I'm
quagmire
gonna
giggity to get to the not safe for work section, and I had to, and I put a lot of thought into the not safe for work, right? So, and here as a legal, because I had a discussion with my mods, I was like, guys, I was like, it seems like we're gonna need this not safe for work thing, right? But I was like, I need to make sure that we are covered as adults on this, right? So what I did was,
No, I'm looking at James' face. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
what I did was I made it a role, first of all, that says, okay, you are agreeing that you are of 18 of age and up, right? React with that. And then Discord has its built in notification saying you need to confirm that you are 18 and up, right? So that is like double confirmation. If something goes, if somebody's mom pops in, like, oh my God, Timmy, I'm like, hey, look, all right, little Timmy, and then agreed to this in Toad Discord that, hell yeah, I'm 18. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I feel like I'm covered. Everybody has those sections, okay? You know. So, hey.
Me personally, I don't have one of those sections. I just kind of let my Discord rip, let her rip, dude. Whatever
Oh,
happened, happened.
oh, you
Wildin'
bold.
though.
You bold.
But it's not like I expect like these people to
Mm,
post like what are they gonna post? I
that's
don't
true.
know.
My heart is you, but we did have a guy who unloaded what I felt was 2 terabytes of hentai into the channel immediately upon creation. And I thought to myself, my God, I'm glad this is hidden from the children. Not the children. But yeah,
Yo, my
he.
man came through. He was like, "Yo, I got this storage file. Ooh,
Oh.
now it's my time. Ooh,
Yeah.
Like, so have you just been
boom."
hoarding this? Like, I'm now his backup server. If his data becomes corrupt, he can come retrieve all his stuff that he dropped off on us, you know. So yeah, that was interesting. So yeah,
Oh,
they do exist. All right. Let's get into the overcoming, prevailing again. These are some ones we slightly touched on. Getting burnt out and overwhelmed. It's going to happen. It happens to me a lot. And I want to say that mental health is important. You know, be sure you take these needed breaks. Get plenty of rest for sure. Plenty of rest. Have that clear mind. Make sure you're yourself. Like I said, you want to be 100% and never force yourself to stream. I had a friend. Her and I both had terrible experiences forcing ourselves to stream. You know, I understand. Sometimes you want to hit the goals, but forcing yourself is not going to be the answer. And being yourself is going to be the answer, and coming through with that energy that you need. So do you guys want to touch on kind of like, how do you deal with, any burnt out, overwhelmed? What goes through your mind?
you want to go first, Jay?
Sure. It's really hard, honestly, like not getting burnt out. Like for instance, what started my first burnout was when I was just streaming Smash basically every single time. Sometimes people would hop in the arena, sometimes they wouldn't. And then I was like, I need a little bit more of a variety. So then I started doing like a whole bunch of different random stuff. And it's cool to see like people still wanting to stick around for instance, I played Sneak King one day, the game where you're the Burger King
I
guy
showed up for
jumped
that.
out. It's a good game. It's a
Yeah,
good game.
I bought it
But
because of
anyway,
you.
yeah, it's good. But I don't know. And then like being like super consistent, at least for me, it's this way. Like being super consistent with it and like always having a different stream idea, and then like the stream is supposed to start in like 2 hours, and I still have no idea what the fuck the plan is. Like that's when like the real streamer anxiety, I guess, can kick in, and it's like, I don't want to just like throw something together like real quick and have it not be that good of a time or like super low energy. Um, so I don't know. Sometimes I feel it's necessary to take a little bit of a break, or at least take the night off or something like that, just to kind of regroup and then just hit it hard the next day. Because like, oh, we
Oh,
lost.
we
Okay,
lost
he's
modern
back.
day.
We good. We good. We good. Yeah, I don't know what happened right there. Yeah, we good.
Oh, we went full screen J on this one.
Hey guys.
Oh,
But yeah, it can definitely be tough sometimes. It's good to have a nice little break. Hey,
there we go.
For sure. Dude, I've had those days where I stream and I wasn't necessarily forcing myself to stream. It's like I knew I had the energy, but yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to play, right? And I started
Yeah.
out, man, I'll just go into like the just chat and stream and kind of see like who shows up. And sometimes it works out. Like sometimes I show up like, yo, what's up, Shinobi, blah blah blah, and it kind of like we end up dictating like what I end up playing like afterwards, right? Just from chatting, and it's like, what do you guys want to
Yeah.
do? And then sometimes it works out, but Yeah, I absolutely understand. Just kind of like, yeah, if I don't feel like I really have it together and I can't piece it together, I don't think I should stream. Like, I definitely kind of like hold back. And like the days that I take the days back and to kind of like collect my thoughts, I couldn't figure out what I want to do. I go and support the homies. Like, I go see, yo, who else is streaming, and I'll pull up.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
hey, how's it going? And I end up still having a lot of fun that way too. And then it's. I mean, we ain't there just like yet, but like yeah, it's just you meet new people and stuff like that as well. But modern day,
Yeah.
you know,
As far as me, I take vacations. I just went to
must
Dominican
be
Republic.
nice. Must be nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
That's why I usually take my breaks in. That I feel like that was like my longest break ever. That was like me like 12 or 14 days being away from Twitch, and I enjoyed every moment of it. Last year I went to Tokyo. Again, took a 2 week break or whatever. So usually when I take those big breaks, that's when I usually chill. But like I said, usually throughout the week, if I know I'm not feeling it, if I wake up and like, man, I'm not streaming, I ain't streaming. That's
Yeah,
just it,
Yeah.
man. I'll just update you guys and just keep it moving because, like I said, the games are always going to be there. The viewers is
exactly.
always going to be there. Twitch is always going to be there, unless miraculously you just end up just dying that same day or whatever.
Oh
But
Lord.
yeah, man.
I
It's just go ahead.
I was gonna say I think it actually plays like it plays a really good factor. Like you taking that break and coming back refreshed and just kind of leaving that day, and then now people show up like, yo, where was you yesterday? And like I love to see stuff like that because it lets me know like you actually looked forward to seeing me. Like it makes me feel good. Not good that I missed your stream, but like. I would imagine you took that vacation and came back and everyone was like, yo, like he's back. How was your vacation and stuff? You got all this new stuff to talk about and everything and you kind of go into the stream with. And I think it works. It works, on both ends, taking a break.
You do.
And a lot of people are very understanding of getting burnt
Absolutely.
out. and
Dude, the
stuff.
longest break that I've had since I started streaming was a week because my power went out for like a week straight.
Oh,
Damn.
damn.
And then, dude, yeah, it sucked. And then when I came back, it was like, I was like, I don't know. It was definitely weird when I came back. Like I felt less motivated for some reason, but at the same time, I was like so ready to be back and be like, "Yo, let's go,
Yeah.
dude." You know what I mean?
Came back barbarian.
I mean-
stream.
But I'm just
Ow.
saying, like we are like the fortunate enough. We the fortunate ones to the point where it's like if we take a break, people will be waiting for us.
Yes.
Now, like I said, there's some people that do take them breaks
Oh, the
for like
hiatus.
they
2,
don't-
3.
That ain't no
okay,
break.
okay, so
That's a
all right,
hiatus.
so those are different type of breaks. All right, so those
Hibernation.
hiatus and then everything, they expect them to come back to whatever it may be or whatever,
Mhm.
But like I said, man, it's just crazy out here, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy in the streets.
If you're that dude, that could work. Like I think one of my friends was telling me about what's his name, very popular commentator for like fighting games and stuff, and like he literally was so excited to tell me he's like, dude, he hasn't streamed in like years, Pog, everything. So this guy hasn't streamed in probably several months, and instantly 687 viewers, because like that's just him, right? He has that base to do that. But the people who are just starting out and you go on a hiatus and you expect, to come back and people to show up, yeah, absolutely. Like, I probably I forgot you were alive, bro. And you didn't communicate with us, tell us I'm taking some long vacation. You just up and dip, come back, change name, change picture. Who are you? So there's just things to be aware of and consider before going on some super long ass breaks.
Hold on, man. Remember the era like last year? I don't know if you guys were streaming last year, but remember the time where Twitch, well, when
Avoiding
people
the
was leaving
flow.
from Twitch and going to Mixer, and there was like that little befuddle as far as like, yo, should I go to
Yeah.
Mixer now, or should I stick with
Yeah.
Twitch? This and
I
that.
multi-streamed to all of it, baby, so no big deal over here.
Yo, but still, it's like them people
That's like the
they came
time when I
back.
first started. Yeah.
Yeah, like yo, they came back over here. They was like, oh my god, like yo, how you get some? I stick with the
Stuck
ship
with
that was
it.
still here. That this is the
Yeah.
platform I chose. I made my decision before I started streaming. I did all my research as far as what offers what, and it seemed like Twitch
Research.
offers the most amenities.
Yeah,
Even though, like I said, there's a lot of shenanigans on Twitch,
for
but at the
sure.
same time, you could still shine like a goddamn diamond up in this dirty platform. This
Yes,
mother.
sir.
No, I'm joking.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir.
man.
You're totally right though,
Yeah.
because when I first started, I never watched Twitch ever.
Yo,
Like,
Same
I
here.
didn't watch anything on Twitch. Like I was only watching YouTube videos
Yeah.
and like YouTube like highlights of streams and shit like that. So like
Right.
I got the point. I got what was going on. But for instance, I didn't have a Twitch account. I didn't make my Twitch account until I had just built my PC and I was like, okay, what am I gonna make
Same
my
here.
Twitch account?
I'm a
So-
YouTube guy. I mostly watch YouTube
Same,
people, whatever.
same.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, and like I said, I shared my experience when I came over to Twitch. It just seemed a lot better. I looked into that research. I was like, oh, you just need 50 viewers, an average of three. That seems doable. Mixer, I think they want you to have like 1,000 followers and something else crazy. Oh, it's a shame that they're
Wow.
going away. What a shame. And then Facebook gaming, I think it's slept on. I heard that there was like maybe an original run of Facebook gaming. I guess I came into the little bit better one. I do multi-stream, so I do stream to Facebook. The requirements are quite easy. I think it's the same concept. I think it's like maybe 50 to 100 like followers, and then I think you just have to stream for 7 days, which is like very easy, and then you get access to what's similar to bits. It's called stars. So people can donate stars to you. Hit the like button, shares, and I haven't really had like any trolls like really there on Facebook. So because I mean you gotta think about, they're actually using their actual accounts, by the way, right? You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, Jermaine Damas, what's up, welcome. It's not like the foolish names or of like hot, sweaty, and ready, 69, and so Facebook is different. I think it's welcoming. I definitely recommend it if anybody's interested in at least multi-streaming. I would say multi-streaming is a good way to get your foot in the door and not lose out on anything. I got a buddy right now. I'm like, dude, like come over to Twitch. Like I'm not asking you to just drop your Facebook. I'm like, there is multi-stream. You can dabble in it. Like before I transition from YouTube to Twitch, I was still multi-streaming to my primary profile and giving out the word like, hey guys, like, I'm thinking about just kind of pulling, transitioning off of YouTube, and you might want to come check me out on Twitch. Like I just love it. You get like emotes. Like that's an awesome feature of like somebody you enjoy, and you get like some custom emotes. And YouTube is just thumbs up, thumbs down. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times if you're doing well, somebody's gonna hate on you and just thumbs down. Like I did not like that aspect of streaming to YouTube, was like the ability to just hard thumbs up or down me, and not have a reason why. Because sometimes there was just absolutely no reason why. So that's what kind of discouraged me from continuing to stream YouTube. But I actually love uploads, and I continue to do that. So, I do
Look,
more.
man.
Go ahead.
Who doesn't love emotes? Who doesn't love
Yeah,
channel points
yeah.
where you can force your viewer? Well, no, I want to say force, but just the
Force.
viewer, the host can entertain you. Who doesn't love the fact that Twitch also give you dope ass emotes too? Like that one emote that I keep
Mm,
using this. I got
yeah.
that from Christmas last year. Like, yo,
Yep,
that's
for
fire. Like,
donating hype trains, dude. Like this
yeah, like
so much. Facebook, you can't even rate or host anybody until you're accepted into the super level up program. I don't know what it's officially called, but like there's another level to it. So like same concept of affiliate partner. I guess it is the partner, the Facebook partnered, and then you can do rave. I was like, well, that's different. But I was like, that kind of sucks.
yeah.
So a drawback there. But yeah, like dude, like yeah, having like the emos, being a part of like hype trains and stuff, and getting all this, like yeah, there's so many incentives out of Twitch, right? And like that's what I've loved about it, being able to raid, host, like like your people and stuff like that is super awesome. And yeah,
Word.
we are gonna get into stuff like that as well. Guys, we're covering some. I'm telling you, I feel like this is it. This is the money. This is what people need to hear. So, uh, anything else on this, and then we're gonna get into goals and adapting. I feel like this is gonna be a good one as well. So, all right, let's get it. So, next
I have a
slide.
dream.
Yeah, baby. Goals and adaption. What is your goal? What are you changing to get there? What is working? What isn't working? What works for others? Can I implement something new or original to spice things up? What is going to keep people there? What is keep people in your stream? Are you just another voice in the box? Are you another streamer just with your camera on? Put yourself in their shoes, and I mean like put yourself in the shoes of the viewer. Would you enjoy the own content that you're actually putting out? And then huge, bold. There's always room to grow, and there's always something you can change. And like I said, Yelmington J, a very good example of that as well. Is like my boy's always gonna come out with some new layout, something new, right? You know what I'm saying? So starting with like my goal, starting out is like, hey, we gotta get like, affiliate. I want, I gotta get like, 50 followers, et cetera, whatever. What am I changing to get there, right? Obviously, I can't just stream full screen like, okay, guys, hey, please follow me. It's like, no, like, we gotta have some hype stuff going on. I'm being very interactive, doing something that draws in the viewers. And the best way to get viewer engagement is just to interact with the viewers, what I'm saying? So what is working, things like that, engagement, what isn't working, just kind of being boring, sitting around, just hoping that it happens. You gotta spice things up, in my opinion, and that's what keeps me in people's streams. If there's something entertaining, there gotta be something entertaining and catchy about you, right? What works for others, I watch other people's streams and I'm like, yo, like that's cool. What you doing is like fly voice changers, filters, things of that nature, like things that catch my eyes, catch my attention. Can I implement it? So like Twitch did an amazing job with coming out with channel points, and then they came out with recommendations, right? Such as like hydrate, make me dab, stuff like that. So and I seen it, right? To me, I was like, yo, I was like, that's cool. Saying like, hey, like make me dab. But I was like, you know what? I see a couple of people doing it, right? How can I add my spin on this? And I created an entire layout, added a song, and now I got this, completely different feature of like make me dab, right? And that's what I feel like helped me stand out on the make me dab section, right? So you can always take these ideas and, like I said, spice them up, make them work for you. Um, I feel like that's what's keeping people there. So it's just like I'm different. I have like my own different things that I do uniquely different from like other streamers. It could be similar, but I would always have to be like different, original. Um, and I absolutely put myself in viewer shoes. Sometimes if I'm streaming and I just don't have that energy, and I'm like, like honestly, I would. And okay, admittedly, I do this not quite often, but I do it sometimes. I'm just like I will literally stay while I'm playing the game. I don't know why you people are watching me. Like I don't know why anybody's watching me right now. Because you know what I mean. And I question this, and I have to, but like a lot of the times it's just because like everybody they've been hanging out with me so long, they just love me for like who I am, which is like awesome to hear, and that's the best part. And like I said, they'll be there to support you no matter what. And then like next thing you know, I'm having a good time. It's just something I didn't expect. Like I said, I'm playing a game. I'm just like typically I was expecting like 3 people to show up, but my God, there's like 10 of you. Like what I'm saying. So. And that comes to like not cutting yourself short and stuff like that. And really believe in yourself. I'm gonna throw that in there. You have to believe in yourself, right? It's something, and I guess that is what I'm not doing. Is like sometimes I don't believe in myself, but like everybody's just there to support me so damn much, and it's like, dude, you gotta believe in yourself at that point. Um, so with these goals and adaptations that I've just shared, let me get into the story time. What are some challenges, issues that you guys face, and how have you overcome them? Ooh, everybody's silent. I gotta start. I'm gonna start with Mike.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
He's got the hand movement. What you got?
Oh, I mean, nah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and start.
You want me to start?
Oh, you can go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a goal. I don't. Everyone. Let's be real. Everybody's goal is to hit that big time, hit that partner, be able to pull in the consistent views and be able to do it full time. I mean, I'd say that's basically every streamer's goal. I would say. It's hard to say exactly though, like what I'm doing to thrive for that, because at the end of the day, I just try and be consistent and just throw out some good content, like play some games and have a good time. You know what I mean?
I got you. Look, I can help you out real quick. Let me help you out with this. So for this, I want you, and because you are, believe it or not, a very good example of this, right? And when I talk about like the goals and then the adaptation, you more in line with the adaptation piece, right? Because like you hit your year mark and you go back and you go through all your clips and you can literally see how you've progressed, the things that you've changed. Like now I have this layout. Now I'm in a pool. I'm diving underwater. And I got the casino, stuff like that. It's like these are the adaptations that you've been adding, which is spicing up the stream, and it's like, oh my God, like wow, this is something new. It's very engaging. So just the things, the goal is like you say, like yeah,
every once in a while.
The goal is like you said, of course, everybody wants to like I want the viewers and stuff like that, but it's like it's the adaptation. What are you doing and changing to get there? If you stayed the same that you were when you first started, you got one layout, stream starting, stream ending, saying be right back. Do you think you would be where you are today?
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. Yeah, you have to keep things fresh and keep changing things up. That is definitely one thing that I've noticed. I mean, there's definitely people that have the blessing of not needing to do that at all.
For sure.
But like, when you're definitely small and you're trying to grow, it's very helpful to have like different things going on for sure.
Word.
But I mean, eventually you're gonna get. I mean, people get to that point where they literally just need the webcam box and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Modern day nerd. Anything that you've had goals? How'd you hit them? Any adaptations? Things that you like? I'm gonna change this. Spice.
Man, I tell you, man, I always have goals, man. I hit my goal affiliated within within like a month or so, and then I mean, like as you see this partner go and affiliated go is two totally different things, man. Two totally different ball games. So just like Jay was saying, man, as far as hitting partner, it's definitely about being consistent, standing out as always, just being yourself and keep improving upon that. Again, like I said earlier, throughout this whole presentation, I always go back at my streams every time I end my stream, whether after I look through my fellow streamers' channel, check them out. Then before I log off Twitch, I'll check on my stream, be like, yo, I think I could turn up the volume here and there, or I could adjust this, I could adjust that, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe I should not change the lights. Maybe I should just keep it solid. I do have channel points for people who could change the lights for me and stuff like that. But again, I always try to find ways to improve. As far as what I'm changing to get there, again, it's just seeking my own weakness, being on streams and stuff. What is working, what isn't working? I think I can't find something that's not working, because anything I do, I would say, of course, I do doubt myself before I even try it, and the next thing you know, people end up liking it or whatever. So I just try different things always, whether it's different games I'm playing, whether it's I'm changing my overlay, or whether I'm just, I don't know, changing my whole setup to make it comfortable for me,
Right.
What is going to keep people there? Me. I
Absolutely.
am my brand. I make my channel. I make the decisions that goes on in my channel, so in hopes of people enjoying it and being engaged. Let's see. Are you just another streamer with a camera on? Hell no, I'm not. Like I tell people, anybody that come through and smash that follow button, welcome to the Nerd Crew. I'm the one and only modern day nerd, and Shinobi knows. I usually like to sing to people, or spit a freestyle if you redeem the point or whatever, or just be goofy with it, just thank them, for coming through and everything. And what's the first thing they usually say, Shinobi, after they smash the follow button?
What do they say?
All right, so usually what they say is like, God damn, yo, that was an awesome introduction. I never had an introduction like that before. And that's just what it takes to be different on streams or whatever, because there's another viewer of mine, he just followed me like last week. He went into a person's stream 2 days ago and then came to my stream. He was like, yo, I had to leave that other person's stream because they wasn't interacting with me, this and that, whatever. I ain't gonna say no names. I was like, look, man, you came to the right place. Let's go have some goddamn fun right now. Whether I'm playing the game, you interacting, whatever the case may be, have some fun. That's why I tell people there's channel points, there's soundboards. I say the same thing every hour because, again, it's a business. Let's keep it a buck. It's a business or whatever. So like I said, if I'm still repeating myself, and I do apologize to the people that's there, it's just more so just grinding, consistency, doing what you want, being yourself. Those are the main keys. If you can't get them goddamn keys on within your pockets, what are you really doing? You feel me?
Half the time, I can't even read these people's names that come in. It's like, what is your name? Like, how do I say your name?
Yeah. That adds some fun to the stream and trying to say somebody's name for sure.
That's what makes it entertaining, because now you're trying to pronounce it. Now they're laughing at you, exactly. But you guys having a good time,
Yeah,
I butcher a lot of names.
Yeah, I had a friend. She's like, "Don't ever say that again." I was like, "My bad. What is it?
Word,
So
but I do apologize. I'll be like, yo, I'm sorry if I butcher your name,
For
but I'm gonna
sure.
keep it moving. You let me know. I stand corrected. All right.
Yeah, and I'll be like, "Yeah, what do you want me to call you?" And I'll be like, "Just call me Sonic." I'm like, "Why? It's not. There's no Sonic in your name."
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to remember that? I'm not gonna be able to remember that.
I do got somebody.
It's
We just call them. We call them Huga. I forget what their display name is, but it was just quite hard to pronounce. Yeah. She. I was like, "Is it she grown? Shay grown?" Just call me Huga. Bet. And I was like, now absolutely. I'm just like, you are Huga to me. Like, I'm not even gonna and then like like we talked about Jokester, Toasty Boy. All right, Jokester, what's up?
God, man. When he came to my stream, I'm like, yo, who is this? I'm like, hey, welcome to the stream. This and that. He's like, oh, I've been here before.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you? Hit with that nigga. Who are you?
I'm like, I don't think I VIP'd. How did you get VIP?
Right?
Word.
You a hacker?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like your mouse point is like close to the timeout section. Like, yo, are they trolling me right now? Like, I'm not, dog. It's me.
Like, who was this close to hitting him, buddy? Thanks for letting me know who you were. Man. Speaking of channel points, I would say that channel points was a challenge when it first came out, and like finding the right acceptable number, because like it's too low, somebody will spam something, and I'm like, oh no, like that's not what I want. If it's too high, you get the like, man, what is this, the recession? Like, damn son, like so I would say a challenge has been channel points, and like I overcome that by just asking questions like, hey, what do you guys think is like acceptable, and you kind of gauge it yourself. Are the people really rocking with you? And it's like, okay, they should be able to afford this, right? Because like if you're here, you got the points, right? Because I've also found that, but just by having channel points on, and like we talked about lurkers, there are some people who just bust out of nowhere, never even said hi. Here's 5 hydrates. I'm like, what are you expecting me to? What am I supposed to chug? And I'm like, no, I don't know you. Like, sorry, like you didn't say hi. You never even introduced yourself. You expect me to just hydrate? No, I'm not thirsty. But I don't know if you guys, if you played around with channel points or had anything that was okay, like maybe this is too low.
Yo, I play around with channel points, man.
Okay.
I'm sure you see how many channel points I have in my
Yeah.
channel, right?
Oh yeah. I like
Like,
them.
yeah.
I like them.
I pretty much, like I said, I just took whatever I have in my personality. I like to beatbox sometimes, like when I'm getting dressed or whatever, or I like to wear sunglasses when I'm on vacation. So it's like, why not wear it on stream? I like to wear some different type of masks due to inspiration to one of my other fellow streamers. He dressed up for a stream. I was like, yo, I can do a little something like that.
Yeah.
What else do I have? I have the hydrate. I have freestyle. Sometimes I like to play around and just freestyle or whatever. I have the singing thing with my voice modulator. Like, you gotta have fun with it, and especially with Twitch recommending channel points. Is like it gets your brain going, like, oh snaps,
yeah.
okay, I got a little spin to that. So
Definitely.
they coming in handy with that, man.
There you go, baby. The spice.
Oh,
Jay,
one more thing. The thing is, like, when you base your channel points, when you do the default channel points, if a lot of people use it, sometimes I might just raise it up a little bit, just because it's used a lot,
And I've also gotten lazy, and I'll go click on some of the recommendations just for the picture, and then I'll change it to whatever I actually want. Instead of like uploading my own image, which you can do. I was like, hey, I can use this clock for something else, and I'll just go add it and just completely change it up. So
Word.
You do that stuff too. Dang, I forgot what I wanted to get something out of Jay. Do you? I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really like poked around in yours. What about? Do you have any channel points experience?
Jay's like, yo, man.
My channel points are kind of a mess, honestly. I've got the main channel points that get redeemed is say hello to Sal, which modern day gamer. I know this is going to be very confusing to you. You don't know who Sal is. Basically, he's just this ninja that lives in the cave that I live in, and we just go over to the cave scene and we say what's up. We just wave hello. Everybody in the chat will say hello, and that's it basically. And then I also do deal or no deal. Basically, the deal or no deal is honestly the best channel points. I tell everybody just save their points for deal or no deal. So what we do is we play a game of deal or no deal. And if we win the $1 million case, then I'll give 5 subs out. But like the viewers have to pick the cases, and like I'll add them into a voice call, and like I'll let them pick their cases live on stream and shit like that. And it gets really fun and really intense most of the time. But yeah, people just like to see me lose my money, I guess. At that point. But what I do is every single time we lose, I up the points by 1,000, and then I add an extra $1 million case in for the next time we play. But then it gets me nervous because I know there's people like Josh My Gosh out there that have like over 250,000 points, and it's like, dude, you could literally make me go bankrupt if you wanted to, Josh. Just know that, okay?
Damn.
So. Yeah, so I need to fix my channel points system up a little bit. Give it some touches. I don't think I really have that much else on there. I have like the highlight your message for 69 points.
Of course,
like, whatever.
Of course, 69.
We got the highlight, or we got the hydrate, which gets spammed a lot sometimes.
Yeah, I rose the price just because I don't understand spamming 5 hydrates. I don't get it. I really don't.
Especially if you're drinking liquor on stream.
Oh, okay. I have thought about adding take a shot, but it would have to be like on the weekends only. Like,
be careful though.
Yeah,
Twitch TOS when it comes to that, man.
Oh yeah. I read up on it. So you can drink on stream, but putting yourself in harm is what they don't want. Like like collapsing and stuff like that. Yeah, that is not cool.
Dude, one of my early streams on, I played Monkey Ball, and I said I had a bottle of wine, and I go, all right, every single time we die, we're gonna take a sip. And I made it to like level 8, and I was like fucked up. Dude. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna end the stream here. And then I went to bed, and I literally was the monkey in the ball rolling around, dude. I was fucked up. I was like, holy shit.
I bet you was. I mean, like I
kind
said,
of
when you tipsy like that and you see a game like that's just doing like this for like a couple hours or so, it's like, yo, man, it's like spinning around, with the bat, and you got to hit the baseball type thing or whatever. Like,
Hmm.
it was
yeah,
rough,
Dude,
absolutely rough.
that is crazy. But on a side note, what I'm glad that Jay Dish shared, man, is like you see how he ties in that just like channel points and then it looped around into like interacting with the viewers, man. I'm telling you guys right now, that is what
that's fire.
goes the absolute longest way, man. Like interacting with people, that to me, that's what's gonna keep me there, right? Like, yo, I could speak to him, I can play this game with him. Like that stuff is awesome in my opinion. So it's in any way that you can, guys. I definitely recommend interacting. So with that we just discussed, let's get into. I like this one. The audience, the viewers, your people, fans and friends, right? Because like I said, around this point, like they're either just a huge fan of you, and like we know them on this level, like they're our friends, right? They're not viewers no more, right? You said friends.
Absolutely.
And to me, I feel like this is only possible because of you guys being our friends coming through and supporting us, right? That's what's helping us stay motivated. That's what helps me stay motivated and continue to stream. I'm like, I was like, guys, like I wasn't expecting anybody to show up, and yet here you are, and like honestly, y'all are keeping me going, and that's the way I truly feel. So, with that, you know, everybody's gonna want to feel that, right? So now we're gonna get to slide. It's like building your audience. And again, these are my thoughts, and we're definitely gonna get the my boys Jay Monday Nerd to speak on this as well. We have a story time after this, so I'll go through this. Sticking to what you're doing and retaining a loyal viewer base goes a long way. And what I mean by that, and like I said, this is just like a quick thought. Everybody is different. This is simply what has worked for me. And like I said, primarily my fan base was all Smash Bros. I literally met everybody that I know right now, probably through playing Super Smash Bros. And that's all I stuck with and played. That's where all the views came from, etc. And like having a good viewer can lead to them like promoting you, recommending you. So like now, I've only played Smash Bros. They know I'm always going to be on. They find me to be entertaining, and now them know, hey, I met this guy, you should come check him out, right? The people watching you are also people who are promoting you. If you're doing your thing, they're just so excited, they enjoy being around you, people are going to share that experience with others. So things that to consider is like what brings them in. It could be like I said, like modern engineers talking about your personality, being yourself, having that energy. What do they enjoy you playing or doing? It could be like I like seeing him dab, or like his spin on things, and I just love him playing Super Smash Bros. Super competitive. I like teaming up with him, or playing with him, or I just like watching him. Play this game. He's doing full playthroughs. It's things to consider is like why are y'all here? Sometimes you can ask those questions like, yo, what brings you in? Saying y'all just want to see this playthrough, whatever. You seem real cool, things like that. If you're a variety gamer, are people aware? Are they going to expect you to play the same game over and over? Like I said, I was playing Smash Bros like all the time, so they just expected me to play Smash Bros, right? Um, you're a variety gamer, like a retro gamer, like modern day nerd. Saying I'm sure people are full aware, and like you said, he announces what he's gonna be playing next, right? There's always gonna be something different. So like you gotta set that expectation. Like there's always gonna be something different, but the energy is always gonna be there. What I'm saying? And then what games, activities do your viewers like? I would say I very much enjoy fucking Marble Mondays, baby. Like, saying stuff like that, and I'm sure there's everybody in J stuff, that's what they enjoy, right? Um, and here is, some of the benefits of some of the stuff that we just discussed, right? And this is what we talked about earlier, building that audience. So now I got this audience. I know what brings them in. I know what they love. Saying now I can branch out and try these new things. Like now I want to go try my farming simulator. You know what I'm saying? And then people are like, Shinobi, what the hell is going on? I'm like, hey, look, man, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, baby. Like, let's get it. Games. You now play these games with the peace of mind. Your friends are there. They're gonna be supporting you, and that's just real. That's honestly the way I feel. And again, asterisk, let me move out the way a little bit. Never be afraid to branch out. And like I said, I just recommend building that audience first. And getting a feel for them as well, if possible. It's like, hey guys, this game came out. I think I want to try. What I think. What do y'all think? It's like, well, I heard of it, blah blah blah. Or like, hey, I'll be there tomorrow. Saying when you're trying it out. Feel free the same fashion. Like, hey guys, tomorrow I'm doing this. You're informing them. Get a feel. Like, hey, what do you guys think about like this game? I'm thinking about trying it out. Stuff like that. So that's my take on that. And then here we go. We're getting into it. The story time. So. What has it been like for you guys building up your audience? What helped you build up the audience? And is there a game that helped you build it up? So I'll start this one out. And So obviously, like I said, like Smash Bros is what helped me build up my audience originally. And then I did want to branch out, like I said, to Tekken, and a lot of people like J. Ron, like I said, didn't know what Tekken was. He was, there to support me, and that really meant a lot to me. So people came through, and then I met more people by branching out, and that's what I'm saying. Like, never be afraid to branch out. Like Tekken was something I'm very much interested in, and I didn't let views or anything like that stop me, and I'm loving it. What helped me build up the audience, and this is the next topic, but I'm gonna keep it real. Networking, promoting, like getting to know these people, like, getting to know everybody that I know is what helped me. Like I said, like a J Ron, he met me like Smash Bros and stuff, probably like through my sister and some other people. But it's just like, hey, like people have met me through this, and now I've branched out and do this. Like, that helps me move around, keep people entertained, stuff like that. But yeah, that's just sort of my thought is just like networking has helped me with my audience, knowing the right people, and just really keeping those around me and just happy to vibe with me and just have some fun. So, and again, the next slide is networking promotion. Feel free to bring it up. But yeah, I'm curious about you guys. If you can talk to like what helped you build up your audience. What's it's been like, and if there's any game specific. Probably not. I think that might just be a me thing, but whoever wants to start out.
I mean, I'll go.
Go ahead.
As far as me building my audience, I mean, I play all sorts of games, so I'm always finding new people. I mean, like I said, whether the game is saturated or not saturated. What helped me build my audience? Just me, being consistent. I know, you see Katai hearing the same things, but yo, that's just me keeping it funky and real. It's just being yourself, doing what you do best. Is there a game that helped you build up? I mean, there's a plethora of games that helped me to get where I'm at today. And like I said, we still knocking out games this year. What was it? Was it September right now? So October, November, December. I have 3 more months to complete games. I say I don't have a goal of how many games to complete per year, but I think I might surpass 40.
Okay.
So that's just me.
Nice. I'm quite curious. I don't. You're not a YouTube guy, right? So have you do any uploads to YouTube in your playthroughs or anything?
No, hell no. Because I use like copyright music. No, because I use like copyright music or whatever. So that's usually I use Twitter. I just started using Twitter, and like I said, as far as Instagram and Twitter just gives me my wings to fly to do whatever I want with the copyrighted stuff or whatever. So yeah, like I said, if you want to check out my edits, just click on my Instagram. I promise you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, I can attest to this. It's very entertaining and engaging. Like, it always has those nice touches to it. And I am a YouTube guy, so I got to figure out how I can wing it and avoid copyright. So it's a little bit of a struggle for me.
Yeah.
Jay?
For me, of course, it's just like you, Smash Bros, dude. Smash Bros, just like when I would stream Smash, it literally felt like it was the easiest game to grow from. Honestly, like it just feels like because people are trying to play Smash, so you fill the arena up with 8 people. We all play in Smash for probably like 3 hours. We try and have a good time. Maybe these people will come back. You know what I mean? And the next time we stream Smash, maybe we'll get a new different 8 people in the arena. You know what I mean? Try and do the same exact shit. Right. The one that I think that I did that helps grow a consistent audience back and forth was if I see you coming into the stream, or this is what I used to do at least. If I see somebody coming into the stream a lot, consistently, I would just VIP them and be like, you know what, you're coming through consistently. I'm gonna VIP you because I really do appreciate you coming through. And so, there was definitely points in my chat where the people would come in though, and everybody would be VIP, and then be like, oh shit, there's like a lot of fucking VIPs in here. Like, what the hell's happening? Like a lot of mods, a lot of VIPs in here tonight. What the hell? And that's when I was kind of like, shit, like. Maybe I should stop doing this. So I haven't been doing it as much recently. I've been thinking about reworking like the VIP system, but then again, it's like you're gonna get people that are gonna be butthurt, like, oh, why aren't I VIP anymore? So it's definitely a weird situation to be in.
I mean, you get up to like 38 of them things, right? They promote you to get like all these active chatters and stuff.
Yeah,
like, they
I think I have like 50 slots right now. So.
Right. So I mean, like, why not dish them out? But like, I would understand being like, tactful about it. And I love what you said there, like, you recognize like, hey, like you always like here, like you vibe. Like for example, like I think like Mo Sanchez, I met him playing Smash Bros. And like you actually showed up for like my Tekken stream. I'm like, oh wow, like I wasn't expecting you to show up for like Tekken, you know what I mean? And then after a while, I was like, dude, you have been here consistently off meeting me one time, and I gifted him a sub. I was like, I just really appreciate you, being here. I'm like, hey, boom. here's a gift to sub. And then like I got people that have came through like donated on like my birthday. They gift stuff like that, and like it's just like me because it's like it's not something that I need, right? So it's like you guys don't have to sub or gift sub, and I'm just like it means so much to me, and I was just like. I'm thinking like I'm always thinking how can I give back? I've literally given out like merch, right? So like I've given out like my homeboy, he's been with me since like day one. I was like, bro, like yo, just pick something out, man. What you want, like coffee mug? Like let me get that to you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
So yeah, I've just been enjoying giving back like that way. And then like I said, like you set up the channel points for the people rocking. Like not everybody can drop us a. Now we got the channel points. And, hey, like I'll gift you a sub, right? Just save the points. Boom, there you go. Recently I did a community challenge where like everybody can contribute their points and I give 5 to the community. So there's just so many different ways to like give back, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's the most important part to me is just like, man, if y'all are here for me, like I want to be, I'm here for y'all as well, but like I really want to like just show it. Like I don't want to just be like, hey, thanks for the sub, blah blah. Like I truly want you to feel like you're appreciated, and like any way I can give back to y'all is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. 100%. And another thing that's really helpful for growing is being a part of other streamers' communities. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like if you're showing up and you're, trying to be a part of the community as well, people might start to like you. Or might is a big keyword because it's not 100% guaranteed.
Sure.
But and then when you come into the streams, they're like, "Oh, yo, Jay, like, what's up, dude? Like, great to see you." You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
then they might shout you out, and then you might get some of those people over here, and then
Oh, yeah.
it's just it's a beautiful circle, as in for the title, the circle.
See, you already know, and we're definitely getting there. So I'm glad you brought that up. So, and let's monitor if you got something else, we can get into the networking and promotion.
Nah, I mean, well, the one thing you just brought up as far as gifting merch, I didn't even think of that before. So I just had to add that to my notes. So
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff on that one.
for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's nice.
Thank you. So let's see. All right, guys, and like I said, we almost there. Jay jumped the gun on me a little bit. So
I'm sorry, I didn't.
nah, hey, it's all good. It's all good. But I'm glad it just like clicks like that, right? Because like there was a reason behind
Yeah,
the
'cause
title.
now it's a beautiful transition to the next one.
Beautiful. So networking and promotion. This is the fun stuff, guys. Okay, so again with the customer service stuff, we got started out with the don'ts before we get into the do's, right? So
Dude.
don't follow for follow. If you're the YouTube guy, don't sub for sub. I am very guilty. I did the sub for sub. It actually kind of worked. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's actually against YouTube's terms and policies, and can get your account deleted, and then it'll just be all your efforts for nothing. Now the most recent was, like I said, I switched to Twitch, and now the follow for follow. Now I'm saying don't do it, but there is a catch to doing it properly. So, but I will get into the proper method of things in the next slide. So, do not drop a straw. I can't even talk. Do not drop a follow on a streamer and ask for a follow in return. I would really advise not doing that. This will give you a follower, but not like a loyal viewer, and then you may not even have similar interests. So,
Yeah, you could go into like another Smash streamer's stream and be like, "Yo, let me fight you, and if I win, you have to follow me." You know what I mean?
oh my God, somebody actually
Yeah,
did that to me.
it could work out in the end. Like somebody will come, they could come back and be like, "Okay, this guy is actually streaming and he's Smash. He's pretty cool." Or you could just like not even be streaming, and it's like, what's the point of that? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right. And for example, there's a guy, he was going around, and I get it, like, because I was like, I've been there. And that's one reason, like, me, I'm always telling people, like, what not to do, and I just humor some things because, like, I understand what they're trying, but, like, it's not my place to tell them, like, hey, you probably shouldn't be doing that yet. So the guy shows up, he's like, yo, hey, dropping a follow. I can't stay that long, saying, hey, yo, follow me back. I'm like, but like I was like, hey, what do you do? Like, what do you stream? Because like, boom, I'm just like, okay, you want me to follow you, but I need to know what do you do, right? Because that's gonna
Yeah.
tie into like I might not have an interest in what you do. And he streams Minecraft. I have zero interest in watching Minecraft, bro. So sure enough, my man only still gets like one viewer, and I am not there. Okay, and then I was the guy that showed. I was like, okay, is he at least entertaining? I popped in the stream, but then he hit it. It was like, nobody wants to talk to me today, hey guys. Oh god, no, and I just booked out, man. So if you're going to, I'll just say that. I'll just say that because I do cover like some proper methods about it. Don't go into another stream or like don't show up in another streamer's stream and be like to self promote like, yo, what's up? It's your boy Shinobi. Y'all should, hey, I
Yeah.
play this stuff too. Like come check me out. Like Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? And I know more Modern. I joked around with Modern Daenerys, like, hey, in this chat room it says don't self promote. I came straight in there. I was like, yeah, your boy Shinobi here to self promote, baby. So,
Like
but
your man's is wilding.
yeah, I was wild. You typically don't
I
want to,
definitely like I feel awkward doing that. Like sometimes I'll
yeah.
come in to like a chat, like a random streamer, and
Mm.
like that's just like in my recommended, and then I'll just like throw out one of my emotes out there, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you stream? Like, yeah, why don't you self promote yourself for a little bit?" And I'm like, I just feel like
Yeah,
nah, like I stream Smash, like that's just what I say.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, even though like it's way more than that, it's just like I don't feel like going into the details. You know what I mean? Like, I just
yeah.
the self promotion thing I always feel weird with.
And it happens, and there's something better than self promotion, and it's in the next slide. It's in this. I got y'all. What was that in Modern Day? I saw you light up.
Oh, you saw me about to say something. No, it's just pretty much like I feel like I'm comfortable with people self promoting, but only people that's like been rocking with me for a minute, and like of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
you know
yeah,
we've
yeah.
been back and forth or whatever. But as far as the follow for follow, to be honest, like yo, I used to do that like when I first started streaming, but as you can see, like at the stature I'm at right now, it's like yo, I rather. I'm like the mentality I have now is like yo, I rather like build a relationship first before I do any following. I want to see like how you working, like how you moving on Twitch or whatever. Like, are
Yeah,
you really like a supporter instead of just following Smash? But the next thing you know, I don't see you for like months and be like, hey, no time no see, man. Motherfucker, don't you dare hit me
yeah,
with that. I'll be here 5 days a week.
yeah, yeah. Damn.
Like yo, man. So yeah, man. And as you can see, Shinobi knows, and Platinum Gumbo knows. I be in this stream daily. Like if I'm working over here because I'm still working from home, I'll pop in streams. Whether I'm saying hello, whether I'm marinating, I'll
Right.
do a couple clips, interact, keep it moving to the next one. Because like I said, I'm following so many people. Whatever, so I just try to bounce it out. Even when it comes to raids, I try to raid my homies. You know, try to be equal and fair, whatever the case may be, and
Yeah.
keep it moving. That's just how I roll on Twitch, man. Like I said, if I can get those type of people like Shinobi, Platinum Gumbo to rock with me
Yeah.
and ride with me. So now on top of that, I'm being lifted up, but I'm lifting them up with me too.
Right.
Yo,
Yeah,
man, we're all Gucci over here, man. For
Yeah.
that's
real.
how it is. You have to like find streamer friends, and then like for instance, me for I found Dry Guy YouTube like very early on in my streaming career, and we became very good friends over the time. And then everything just fell in naturally. We got Siren, who's like a very good friend of ours, and then we have Nile, who's we're basically like the four like amigos. We're always
Yeah.
like chatting, throwing our ideas out at each other, like planning stuff with each
Yo.
other. Like, oh, we should do this together. Like that
Collaborating.
would be so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that the networking aspect is really important. And just going into a random person's stream, you never know what the outcome will be. Like for instance, when I joined Dry Guy's stream for the first time, I was literally like, I had just started streaming, and he was streaming Smash, and I was like, okay, let's see what kind of content I can yoink from this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh shit, like this guy is dope. Like I really like what he's doing, and it's been history ever since then, man. You know what I mean?
Facts. I like it. So I like it. And then okay, actually on the same slide, we actually get into how to do things properly. Introduce yourself to other streamers. I come in, just chat, just be normal. Like, there's a few people I've interacted with. I just show up, just be myself. Like, hey, what's up? I'll play that character too. Blah 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 blah. Right. Find out if you have similar interests or games in common. Typically if I'm browsing somebody, it's something that I'm interested in. And then like things like that work. Like for example, I met like Big Majin, like who's like he's like pretty popular. He plays the same character that I like in Tekken, and then like I just showed up, just started talking or whatever. Hey, I play this character too. Learn some information, and then sure enough, he found out that I streamed and stuff, and then like dropped a host on me one day. It was super awesome. And then I've been in like a very popular Tekken streamer channel before, and like he found me, hosted me, like stuff like that, man. Just kind of branching out, introducing yourself to others can go a long way. Like you don't necessarily have to always come in there and be like, "Yo, I stream too," stuff like that. Like sometimes just being yourself, and
Yeah.
they're naturally interested or just genuinely just like they like to help others out and stuff, and like boom, like, oh, you stream, and that's what happened with me and like Jay. When I met Jay, I was like, oh, you stream, and I was like, I checked it out, and I got a really good thing to cover in the next slide about like how this works as well. So for these right now, here's the benefit of the stuff that I just discussed just now is someone with similar interests, meaning that their viewers may enjoy what you necessarily enjoy. So like if I'm always on Smash Bros and I went to Jay, he does Smash Bros stuff too. Now we got this community of like Smash Bros people, right? So like J-Ron knew me, and I did some raids like Hamilton J. Like now, pretty much everybody that knows me when it comes to Smash Bros knows Hamilton J. Who knows Hoopla now? Who knows like Thick as Hippo? And that's just kind of how that worked. Now you got some people to raid and host. You've met some new people. What I'm saying, like, and like modern day nurse said, like we all trying to come out and you want to share that love, drop these hosts and raids, but that the person that you're rating or hosting, you know what they're about, and when you're dropping off your viewers, that they're gonna be well taken care of. You're not dropping them off somewhere where they're gonna be like bored, or you're not just doing it for the hell of it. In my opinion, because I've seen those before too. You just drop them off like, all right, we're just gonna raid blah, and then boom, everybody gets out immediately because there's nothing of interest. So yeah, so that's your recommendation. Your viewers should be able to trust your recommendation when you're doing a host and raise. You have someone to collaborate with, like Yellington J said, like, I met, these people, now we got these events popping, things like that. And, the best part, you made a new friend. It went from just like, okay, I know this streamer to now we're friends. We're linking up. I had this some dude on, like, Facebook, like, hey, like, we super friends now, I hit a modern day nerd. I'm like, you traveling, bro? Like, can I travel with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Like all this stuff goes a long way. And then here we go, baby. Here goes the fun stuff. The promotion of you and your circle. Okay, so like Hamilton J said, he's like, we the four amigos. That's the circle, right? That's what we're talking about. And self-promotion, I know you talked about, I don't really like to do it, but like, here's some cool stuff. So when it comes to self-promotion, I'm just gonna go through these and we're gonna discuss it. Let me see. Oh yeah, no, it's actually the next slide. So self-promotion, what makes you you? How do you stand out? Does your page represent you? That is a very important. I should put an asterisk next to that, but we're going to cover that. Do you have social media? Do you actually use the social media? Still ties into, is your page representing you? Do you have a way for people to learn about you from a glance? Like I said, like in my story, if you notice, I clicked on Hamilton J's page. I was like, oh, you stream too. I was able to browse through a video. I'm like, oh, damn, this dude seems like interesting. Boom, follow, right? So things to consider. Do not have an empty bio page or a page with no panels, no details about what you do, who you are. Do not have, what you do want to do is have some content such as clips available, your past live stream, so when you're not live, people can look over and get a feel for you. And that is exactly what I did when I met Hamilton J. I pulled it up. I'm like, okay. I was like, this dude had a past stream just before he came up in here, right? And I'm like, okay, seems interesting, seems cool. And I think I've been on Modern Day Nerds stream before, and he was like, oh man, you stream, saying you pull up their page, blank, blank, blank. I'm like, well, I mean, what you do? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I can follow you back, but what is it that you do? It doesn't seem like it's going to be like worth it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have something to like, if you're going to go around and self-promote, or you want to, want people to be aware of you, have something to like to back it up. And it should be at a glance. Like, who knows? Like, you might just get a follow one day because like you're not live streaming, and I click on like, who's this Shinobi dude? Like, what's up? Okay, he's got some panels. Oh, got some emotes. Okay, let me look at a clip. Is he funny? Is he entertaining? Or like, cause I've even pulled somebody in some clips and it's just something boring. I'm like, who clipped this? I mean, you can control your clips. Do you have any past broadcasts? Like, there's a kid that showed up. I was like, yeah, I stream, and I clicked on his page. Everything was blank, and I was like, dude, hey, and I told him, I was like, hey, you want to go into your settings and enable, store past broadcasts. You know what I'm saying? Because like right now, like I don't think that you stream. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing to show the proof of it. I don't know how I went, and I don't know if I'm going to be interested in you. So stuff like that, you want to be mindful of when it comes to promotion. And then the best part, oh my god, I think this is a very awesome one. When it comes to promotion of you and your circle, promoting others. Some people are not comfortable promoting themselves, but like if you do your thing, people will promote you. Like I said, people who love you and enjoy your stream, they're gonna go tell others about you, right? They're gonna bring in some more people. When I'm networking like with other streamers like Monitor Nerd, Hamilton J, like, hey, like the promotion thing is gonna be there. So this goes a long way. While you're in your journey, we're all rising up in the streaming world. This is like some awesome stuff. Give your friends a shout out, when they stop by, before raid, you promote them that way. Like, hey, we're going to be raiding Hamilton J. He's doing Marbles Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing like $10 giveaways. Get in here and race, lube your balls, get them ready. Like, let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can hype it up like that way. Personalize the shout out. I put an asterisk next to that because everybody has by now figured out how to do like exclamation mark SO and drop a shout out, right? And I would say you need to know enough about your friend at this point, because I would assume that's your friend. Know enough about them to what they do, that you can share this information with your viewers before shouting them out and moving them over there if you're doing raids and hoes. I would say just try to avoid the comment shout out or whatever. Typically, I don't really see too many people like doing that, but I have seen some that it's just kind of like back to back SOSO, right? Add a personal touch that makes people genuinely interested in the streamer, that like interested in them as you are, and hype them up. And I just want to say, like, for sure, like, hands down, I wish I could just pull it up very quickly, but when I edit this on YouTube, I'm going to include it. Yamilton J does a fucking amazing job at hyping me up. He hypes me up so damn good that I don't even like. I want to go find who the hell I am and probably hit the follow button.
All right.
Shinobi coming through with the raid right now. Let's fucking go, Shinobi. Welcome into the stream. How are you doing, my dude? How was the stream?
Like, this man literally, like, you raid him, he's like, oh snap, his face lights up. He's like, yo, and like he knows, and what I mean, like, he knows enough about me. He's like, yo, he's primarily on that Tekken right now, but go check him out. And like, he's got the facts to back it all up. And saying, like, personalizing the shout outs, I've created something for a lot of you guys. Like, I have, like, I think Jay, he hasn't showed up in my stream. I'm not calling you out. He hasn't showed up in my stream where I've been able to give you a proper shout out. But Modern Day Nerd, you showed up recently. Like, I've got like a song tied into it. I know enough about you. Yeah, you down for like that retro stuff. Good vibes, good energy. Like,
you are out of the loop right there. I'm like, yo, what?
No. I got you. You know, it's all gonna come full circle, baby. Okay. So, saying, personalizing like those shout outs if you can, and like, no, you do your shout outs like, hey, give a shout out right there. You go check out the boy, but like more so, you did it when you talked about your Fivers, like, hey, this is the homegirl, she does an excellent job, emo stuff like this, and that's what I'm saying, like, the add the touch, right? It's like, now I'm genuinely interested because you were interested, right? So like, it's almost like sales. It's like, you got to promote your friend, make people interested, not make them, because like I said, I'm interested in Jay, and when I'm hyping Jay up, saying, like, I'm telling everybody know why I'm so interested, and then they're probably gonna be interested as well. Is what I'm saying. Just a quick, you can go shout out, all right, cool, blah blah blah. It's just like, like, what do I really get into? So I would say, like, what really goes the longest way is adding that touch to it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get hype. You gotta get hype sometimes.
Especially
when Shinobi's coming through with a raid, you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Look, yo, to be honest, it's people that, like I said, we stated earlier, that you raid and it's like, oh, hey, thanks for the raid, and then just go back to game. It's like,
not really hype. Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, I absolutely feel you. I've actually done that before, because I thought it would make their day or something, and just like, oh, thanks. And I'm just like, damn, like, that's it? That's all we gonna get? Okay, there's no love here. There's no love here. And I probably won't raid back.
I hate that when I raid somebody and they, like, don't even have an alert and they don't even say anything.
Yeah, you said nothing. I'm like, I probably.
But okay, you know what? I've definitely had that struggle when I first started, because I didn't even know what a raid was, and then somebody raided, and I, like, looked over and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, why am I at 30 views? Like, I'm playing, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just at 4 and now I'm at 30. What's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, sometimes that happens, for sure. For sure. So let's get into some. Let me see here, promotion extras, and let's see what I got here in my notes. Okay, this is like extra stuff. So I talked about merch. I had a little spill about merch, because I truly feel like it's so easy to just there's built-in stuff and say Stream Elements, Stream Labs. You can upload your logo, boom, it's on a t-shirt. Like, hey guys, I got some merch. Swell, right? But to me, I'm like, if you don't own your own merch, why would you expect somebody to buy it? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you can't talk to the quality of it or like anything like that. So like, while it's cool to have the merch, I would honestly say, like, owning your own merch is awesome. And then, like I said, I've given out merch as well. And I kind of help, like, they're seeing me as like I'm doing a nice thing, but it also helps me in return as well. You think about it, because now I'm pushing like the brand, the name out some more. I'm like, maybe they'll come to me sipping some coffee, like, yo, who's that Shinobi? Like, what's Shinobi XX? Like, oh, it's my boy. He streams. Like, oh, boom, all that promotion extras, right? And all that's going out there. Let me see. Okay, yeah, right, okay, I already touched everything in my notes. So like that was just like my little extra when it comes to promotions, and like I said, we talked about like yo those custom shout outs, man. I love it. Like having the energy behind it, really acknowledging people that drop a raid on you. Like get hype, drop an air horn or two, or something crazy. Like let them know that it's really appreciated and stuff like that because they didn't have to raid you, they didn't have to host you. You know what I'm saying? Like they chose you. I'll be thankful if it's a 2 or 3 man host. Hey, look, it's hard to sometimes it's actually hard to hold a number of viewers for the raid because like some people are like they hit that leave button and they're like hey I have fun Jay but I'm going to bed. It's understandable, right? So when people show up with like 2 to 3, 5, 10 or whatever, trust me, you want to be thankful for that because like when you start raiding, you'll see how difficult it is to hold the people to really promote your friend. And if you're doing things right, everybody's gonna rock with you. They're like, yo, let's go check out this dude because they strongly believe in you. They're gonna stick around and say hi, see what's up, might even drop the follow. You know what I'm saying? Because like you've hyped this man up so much, and it's like, and then I already know modern day space. He likes like, yo, what's up, yo, for everybody new here, like boom from the raid, and then like bam, instant introduction stuff. Like he literally stops what he's doing to really get it out there. People feel welcome and stuff like that, and they know what they're getting into. So if you didn't already hype him up enough, my man about to hype himself up too. And you got to be able to be. I honestly don't have a spill when people come. You're like, hey, I don't have like, yo, what's up, it's Shinobi XS and blah blah. I don't have anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that consider working on. And yeah, I'm actually starting to make some changes to kind of get there to fill in some gaps that I think would really help me moving forward. So did you guys have any promotional extras? Anything you think that's work that's just like, hell yeah, you like to see?
I think you touched upon everything, man. It's like I said, when you get that rate, man, you gotta be hype. I mean, especially from random people at that. That's where my respect go out the most, to the people that just be searching up your name, or they'll just like whatever leads them to randomly rating you.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like I said, I'm gonna do the follow. I feel like I have to follow off that, and hopefully we can build off that because I respect it. That's all I can say, man.
I am on the same boat with you there.
That's true. It is a great way to immediately show that yes, I am a streamer. You just dropped that hoster rate. That's like number one question already out the door. Like, okay, this guy streams, right? And yeah, like I said, it's just I would typically follow somebody who's like new that like I was like, oh, like I just got this raid. I'm like, oh, like who are you? What are you about? And okay, I'll drop a follow. I'm gonna go see what they're about. But like, I do those things that I talked about. Like I'll pull up your page and kind of see like what have you done, your clips, your energy, stuff like that. Is this something that I'm going to enjoy as a viewer as well? Saying like, can I come through and say what's up? And then yeah, and like your page, your panels, your emotes, things like that. Like all that kind of plays a determining factor. Like if I'm still gonna like follow and rock with you. So me personally, Jay, did you have any promotional extras?
I really don't. Honestly. I would like to one day make merch, but at the same time, I don't want to make it through one of those websites where it's just like, they make it for you whenever somebody orders it. You know what I mean? Like, I would want it to be more of a personal experience. Like, I want to be able to make sure whatever it is turning out.
You want to pack it with love, add the signature.
Exactly. Okay. So, like, that's all something that I'm looking to do eventually, but right now it's not really necessarily like something that I'm focusing on. But it's definitely something that I would like to do eventually, like, be able to send people stickers or, I want to get hats is the main thing. But, like, the thing is, like, I don't want to, like, rely on one of those fucking websites and then end up them all being shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You want to be able to speak to the quality of it. Like, I recently did, I got some face masks. I got, like, Shinobi one. I got a new one that just came in today. And, like, I love it. I wear it to work now. I showed it off in the Discord and everything like that. And, like, and my boy said, like, him and his family, they, everybody wants one. And, I thought that was awesome. So I was just like, yeah, I could trust the site. I got the quality. I was like, yeah, I would definitely, recommend it. I'm not just saying, like, hey, I got it, go buy it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Good stuff. And, oh, snap. Guys, we're almost there. We are almost there. So let's go ahead and get into the next slide, which is conclusions, major takeaways. These are my thoughts on it. This is kind of what we've been discussing all throughout this presentation. Yo, be yourself, be creative, be original. Do needed research. The game categories, things you're getting into. Do what you can and like do your best. That comes into Don't be try not to be like overwhelmed, stuff like that. Be 100% yourself when you're coming into it. Stay positive, energized, motivated. Don't let those things, hold you down. Like viewers, 2 or 3 viewers, like, oh no, poor me. Stay positive. It will all work out. Networking, meeting the right people. This presentation is very much possible due to like networking. Saying meeting Jay, meeting modern day nerd. Saying all this good stuff. So like that goes to show you how important like that's going to be. Um, Self promoting, getting yourself out there properly. Saying it could come from those raids. Finding people with similar interests, things like that. Having your channel, your social platform built up. Where people can just like pull it up and just know about you. From a glance, right? What are we getting into? See that energy just all up front. Never stop growing, never stop adapting. There's always something you can add, change, adapt to, spice up. That's what's gonna keep people, entertained. Like, oh my god, like I wonder what's next. A new crazy layout. New something green screen, new channel reward. Saying like more freestyles or something. Stuff like that. Set those goals, aim high, and hit them. And it's all going to be possible with everything we talked about. You can set those goals, and you're going to have so many people backing you up, supporting you, and you will be able to hit those goals. And keeping that positive attitude is really what's going to help you get there as well. So, with that, let's see. What else would you like to share? What didn't you know starting out that you know now that you want to share when it comes to streaming? And that's going to be for Modern Day Nerd, Jay, if you guys got anything.
You want to go first, Jay?
Just to never give up. Don't get demotivated ever. And, you might have a rough one, but, you never know. The next one is going to be even better. You know what I mean? So, okay, Colt, really? You think I look like Leafy? I don't look like Leafy, okay? Don't tell me that, because it's gonna fucking hurt my feelings like it is right now. Okay, Colt? Unbelievable.
Pretty much. I didn't know it was gonna be such a journey like this. From a non-creator standpoint to being a content creator. It's just a lot of work, time, and effort to put into it. I feel if you're a streamer or looking to become a streamer, like I always tell people, go big or go home. As cliche as these things might sound, go big or go home. Be consistent. Give it your all. If you're gonna take a break, please let your viewers know and let your community know, like, hey, yo, I'm about to be out of here for a couple months or so, and hopefully you come back to that. But other than that, just once you hit the ground, keep running until you can't stop.
Absolutely. It's a fucking awesome, thing, streaming and having a platform to be able to like tell, say what's up, and to have people like actually respect your opinion because you are who you are. You know what I mean? It's definitely a really cool thing that I never thought I would ever be able to pull off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always been one of those guys that just like hanging out, watching the videos, not even leaving comments or like chatting or anything. But now to be like one of those guys that people are coming to you for all this stuff, it is crazy. So you really just gotta never give up and keep it going, man.
For sure. I mean, yeah, dude, I feel that. And honestly, like one of the things I didn't know, like starting out, was just like I wasn't even doing this intentionally at first. Was like, like I said, I would go to other people's streams just on stuff that I was genuinely interested in, and like just being myself, man. Like honestly, I actually get enjoyment out of making a streamer laugh too. Like if I can come in and say something wild or crazy, and like get like a chuckle out of you, like what I'm saying, like that brings enjoyment to me, man. And then like I think it helps when it's happening. Like they end up showing interest in me, like what's up with this dude? He's like, oh snap, like he streams, right? And then next thing you know, I inadvertently did some networking, and like now we got people like raid, we got like the follow back and stuff like that, and like the love is just like all there. So it's just like super beneficial, man, is to meet other people and see what they about. And like I said, and now we can go ahead and say, like, this is the type of stuff, baby, that just comes full circle. Everything that we've talked about, everything that goes into streaming, what you do, the people you meet, interacting with all those people, that is the stuff that comes full circle, that completes you as a streamer, that's going to help you grow and continue to grow. And just like, what I'm saying, people are going to be like joining in on the circle. And I feel like everybody that I've met and known, like we're all going to come out. And like I said, I picked Modern Day Nerd and Yamilton Jade because I feel like they're doing like just everything right. Very good examples. Y'all definitely want to go check them out, man. Fucking awesome people, man. And I draw a lot of inspiration from these fellas here as well. So definitely check them out. And Yo, that is where we got the title, baby, like full circle. Because again, this presentation was not possible if I didn't network, if I didn't meet these guys. You just be listening to Shinobi for about 3-4 hours, on all a single opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I brought in, the people these are the people. Hey, we've all started. A lot of us are about a year, maybe a year and a half in, and like they are doing the damn thing. So. So, with that, that was actually, I believe, the last slide. And the last one is just like questions, comments. So now I can genuinely actually probably read the chat. I'm sorry, everybody, but I appreciate everybody that's been here. If y'all guys have any questions, comments, or just anything else that y'all want to share, I'm saying modern day, Yamilton J, again, I appreciate y'all so much. And this has been awesome. And
It's dope.
This is what I think this went very
Look,
well.
I didn't even know who Modern Day Nerd was,
Oh,
and
yeah,
now I feel like we're best friends.
Yeah, dude,
it's like
dude.
Oh.
a good day. Today's been a good day.
So now start like Modern Day Nerd, J, Modern Day Nerd. So
now, I mean, like I said, we well acquainted. Like I said, I definitely will be there, Yamilton J, for real. That's my word, man.
Absolutely, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it sounds like you're streaming pretty early in the morning. I don't really wake up that early, but I'm awake.
Me either. Like I said, but I have to get up for work, so that's what I know he's on. And like sometimes I get up and I'm going to the gym, and like, dude, I'll be on the treadmill. I'll pull a homie up. I'm like, all right, let's watch this out, because he has like legit plays for retro games. Where I'm like, damn, dude, like I ain't gonna lie, I never beat it, so I gotta live through Modern Day Nerd right now to see what this is about. So,
unbelievable, man, unbelievable. It's been like 20 years these retro games be coming out. I told him, I ain't play that.
Right, and he makes it work, right? You know what I'm saying? As far as like the schedule and timing, the man said he worked 3 jobs, guys, and he's still able to stream, right? So, it's one of the things like, yeah, you got to catch him at 10 a.m., but I promise you it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Yep.
Plus. Now, I would just want to say thank you for the opportunity, man, because like I said, I know other people approach me in the past, be like, yo, man, let's do this and that, whatever. And you came through, you hit me up like, what was it, like last Sunday? You was like, yo, I'm ready to do this today. I'm like, oh, sucker.
As a matter of fact, I'm very glad you told me to hold off, because I didn't have a PowerPoint, and it probably would have been
wing it like a mother lover.
Super. It probably would have been a catastrophe. So shouts out to you for making me wait, because this was definitely worth it,
dude. This was a lot of fun. You really went like above and beyond making this shit. So props to you, man. Really, you really did incredible setting this whole thing up. So my hat is gonna come off. My hat doesn't normally come off, but I'm taking it off. I'm
gonna take my full
Jay without the hat. I'll take the Oh my god! I guess I can take off my headband here. Everybody's got the sentiments, right? Headband. This one's for you.
I was supposed to get my hair braided today, but she didn't come through, so it'll be braided by next Sunday.
Don't worry, baby. It's all gonna come full circle with that network, and she'll be. But my man Josh Magash said, like, this is a great podcast. What's episode 2? I don't know. Who knows? We'll see how one goes.
Get a couple more guests on here, Shinobi. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. I absolutely could.
I mean, don't.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was gonna be like too hectic for it, because we hit that spot like no you. So yeah, definitely, like I would love to do like a part 2. We can go into like probably more detail and stuff, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you guys like have these questions, or like if you guys show up to like Modern Day Nerd stream or Jay, if hit them with some questions, whatever, we could write them down, and we can definitely make something happen again. Get it, other people's opinions and stuff. So I'm definitely awesome. And I saw something about Dokuhan said they can't wait to be in the circle. You're already in the circle, baby. Like, you rocking with me. You always stick around for the raids. You know what I'm saying? Like, who Jay is. And the only reason Modern Day Nerd you may feel left out is because you're a morning guy. That's the only reason. But like, I just best believe when you do. Yeah, best believe when you came through from Monopoly one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this is like the homie Modern Day Nerd. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do your thing when you can, and that's what's most important. And I know that's what you said, that that's what you love from others as well. I know y'all can't always be there, but what I'm saying, do what you can. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna go the distance. And Dokuhan, my buddy Dokuhan is getting into streaming, so I felt like this was just something that would benefit him as well. And like I talked to him about the network and things like that. So it just felt like this really seemed like something worth doing, because I just saw like an increase, right? We got the the Corona happened, and then like to talk like prices going on for things, because everybody's wanting to do get in the streaming, but people are coming to me directly like what's your schedule, what do I need to get started? So I just want to hugely address everything that I could. I feel like we really hit it all, without not like the super specific on like platforms, things like that, which could be a part of episode 2 if there is, and when there is going to be one, look out for that. But yeah, just really covered a lot, and everything that's going to be helpful, useful to you, to let you know that you don't to not come in stressed out like like I did, because I didn't know what was going on, and like I feel like we really just lay down the foundation. You could skip through a lot of the stuff that we didn't know starting out. Yeah, not having to deal with like trolls. What not to do already. You know what I'm saying? Just boom, it should be smooth sailing, baby, and just like meeting those people, becoming part of that circle, build your circle. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple circles, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
build your own circle. That's
Yeah.
a good word of advice right there. Start
True.
your own circle. You never know what that circle can evolve into.
exactly.
It could end up evolving into a triangle, but at the end of the day, you want it to
Yeah.
be a successful circle. Be round.
Big facts.
I
So
don't
like I said, when I think of Hamilton J, I think like like I said, like Hoopla, like Thick as Hippo, Shy, Airless Love, and like I know of Dry Guy just by reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never like showed up to like his stream or anything, but like. And that tied into like the self promotion. It's like, saying like I can't be in J stream and not hear these names and not know what they're about. You know what I'm saying? Like they're always there, like the emails and stuff. So it's like I already do have a genuine interest in like, Dry Guy, for example. I just like never showed up. But like you guys have just done so well, and that circle is there that I've known about him through reputation. And I think like modern day nerd, I think of like, my boy like Platinum Gumbo, and I think like Raging Girl Gamer, and I think there's like maybe a few other that I met like kind of like around in that area. And like these are these different circles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have your own circle, and I feel like I'm like kind of like on the outline, but like everybody knows enough like about me, and now I know all these people through them as well. You know what I'm saying? And like that's the stuff, baby, that I'm talking about that goes like full circle. I know all these people through him, the self promoted stuff like that. Trust me, guys, like that's very important stuff that really helps out. LOLs. Hexagon, yeah, get a yeah, obtuse, think obtuse. Hexagon, octagon, oh my god. You guys are killing me. So many circles, yeah. So many circles.
If it definitely wasn't for Platinum coming in, I forgot what stream Platinum Gumbo came into mine. Like I said, I played so many damn games, man. And then I was like, yo, let me hop into the stream, and he gave me a mod position. I was like, all right, well, let me just start shouting some people out, and then Shinobi came through, this and that, and the rest was history, yo, for real.
Facts, yes. And like I said, it's interesting how things work out. Never be afraid to browse somebody's channel. I've told Gumbo, like I've known him for like a while, just through like another group of like friends, which was like I considered that her circle. When I said her name, I think of these four others. Like I typically see them when she is present, and like I knew he was primarily on YouTube at the time, and I was like, okay, I saw him on Twitch. I was like, not like a lot going on. I was like, man, let me see what this dude's about. I've always seen his stuff, man. He's got something going on with Elmo here. I'm not sure what that's about. I was like, and I just pulled up. Yeah, I just pulled up, man. It was like, yo, this dude has like mad energy and is like fucking hilarious. I was just like, there should definitely be more people here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I talked to him. I was like, he might be feeling a little down or discouraged, the viewership. And we talked about like, not limiting yourself because of like the views and stuff like that. I was like, my man, you got the energy and everything. I was like, once people are here, like, yo, you is solid. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it could just be a matter of like, the adaptation we spoke about. What are you doing? Like, there's something, maybe you might need to change that would just draw in the more people, right? It could be the networking. It could just be like spicing something up a little bit different. My man's definitely got the creativity and everything, to excel. So it's just like, yo, a matter of like, once some people are in, I know my boy's gonna be golden. You know what I'm saying? He's got the networking. We know like people like Modern Day Nerd, etc. Stuff like that, man. It's just. Like I said, stay positive and just, never, count yourself short. If it's something you're genuinely interested in, man, like you will make it work and things will work out. So,
look, let me tell you how real a circle can be in Japan. A circle means that is good. X means no. So think about that. Open up your third eye, baby.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. It's underneath my headband.
Nah, but that's it though. I appreciate everybody being here, and thank you again, Shinobi.
Same.
And good to meet you, Hamilton.
Other than that, I didn't really see too many questions in the chat, guys. Again, this has been the homies, Modern Day Nerd, Hamilton J, the homies. Yo, this has been the circle. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out and tuning in. There will be a YouTube edit if they got them YouTube channels. I'll tag that. All the information you need to know about my boys. Drop it, yo, real quick in the chat. Let's get some shout outs.
About y'all.
Yes, sir. So again, the homies, Modern Day, Hamilton J. Yo, be sure to check them out. Awesome dudes. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Yo, you might want to be a part of the circle. You know what I'm saying? So check everybody out. This has been awesome. This has been the circle, baby. So thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. We out. There goes Gumbo. Oh my god. This guy. Alright, y'all. Peace.
Peace, everyone.